All right, time for Strange Antiquities. I'm so excited for this game. It is a sequel to Strange Horticulture, which Strange Horticulture is recommended by Naja. Thank you again, Naja, for recommending that game because it turned out to be an obsession to find. And we'll get going on the game. Kind of weird that particular guy would sing about that particular guy would sing about things about Eddie Murphy specifically. You think? I must be missing some Eddie Murphy intel. As the thaumaturge's apprentice, there's a lot to learn. Every object must be treated with care, and it's important to identify harmful from the harmless, the potent from the mild. Oh, he's homophobic? I had no idea. And he's the one singing about putting things in your butt? Mm-hmm. Actually, I wonder if it was Eddie Murphy's comments back in the day. I remember seeing some trans women, like some footage of trans women from back in the day, responding to, I think it was like a pretty well-known comedian who had made some homophobic remarks, and they were like, "Listen, these guys, yeah, okay, he got busted for picking up a trans sex worker a long time ago. Yeah, I think that was the thing. Well, I think you can still be homophobic and engage in queer activities. That happens with a lot of homophobic people, is like they hate that part of themselves, and so they're the loudest about that. So thank you for showing me your butt, Stella. That's great. So I think that's probably the situation, is they're like, haha, who would even do something like this? Anybody interested? Anything? Yeah, exactly, yeah. So I think that's the thing I was thinking of was, I think some of those trans women, I saw the interview where they were talking about, you know, the people who are the loudest about it are the ones who are engaging in it themselves. So, okay. It was only supposed to be a temporary arrangement when Eli left the shop, Strange Antiquities, in my hands. None of us knew that by then the pendulum was already swinging with a terrible certainty that could not be. That was my favorite accessory. Still heard the stuff about she's like, here? Is this what I do? The butt? Oh my god, they're crows! I'm sorry, they're ravens. The ravens were an omen. A circling unkindness of black wings and cheerless cries seemed, even then, to signal the start of a rising dread. Dread is a meter that you have to observe in this. Observe in this game. I think I only once overspilled our dreadometer. I'm sorry you're not feeling so hot today, little John Cena. Enjoy your lurk, and thank you for hanging out with us. I appreciate you. Maybe this game will cheer you back up a little bit. And also, I didn't think anything negative about your sentence or something like that. I was just connecting some ideas, so don't worry. I wasn't like, wow, this little John Cena person's homophobic or whatever. I didn't think that. Ooh, it's a flower. Okay, there you go, Naja. Thank goodness. You can put a pause on that for now. You simply cannot do more. Well, look at all this stuff. I got my kitty cat right here. Can you guys see my kitty cat? Oh, wait, hold on. I'm going to put myself elsewhere. Give me a sec. Here we go. Grab this. Move myself. God, where should I be? Can I make myself? Oh, no, that was a bad idea. Let me grab this. Can I make myself slightly small? Okay, just a little bit smaller. I might be too small, but who knows? Where should I? Maybe I should be in the dead center. I might be blocking text though. How about this? I'm at least not blocking the kitty cat. You thought our cat had a wig on it, but it's our hand. Yeah, I'm just resting my little hand gently here. There's a little spider in the back. Kitty, 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 meow, 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 meow. Thank you, kitty. Okay, so someone's ringing the bell. Let me inspect this pot. Okay, let me inspect this jar. Whoa! Holy hell! It's clay. Its markings have been carved in. Move the cursor over different parts to inspect it. I'm touching it. Well, hard and somewhat rough. Spongy cork. Interesting. Scent and sound. Pungent odor. My inner perception. I have nothing to remark. Okay. You know I gotta look at all this stuff. I hope time... Oh no, time is moving. Crap. Okay, let me answer the bell. Oh, it's Eli. Can I be a circle in the window? This is where like people show up, unfortunately, in the center. So I think I'd block them. I have an urgent... Oh, I've been called away to assist an urgent matter in the Raven Glass, and I must leave at once. I am leaving the shop in your care with some reluctance, I might add. Make use of my reference materials. Here, take this. Okay. This is an index in the back that may be useful to you. Oh. If in doubt, study it carefully. Remember that there are some powerful artifacts here. Under no circumstances should you seek entry to any locked doors, drawers, or cupboards. In fact, safest to not touch anything at all. Should be back in a few days. Sure, buddy. Okay. Oh, is there more? Oh my god, I'm using the wrong keyboard. Hi, Kaino! Yes! Are you liking the vibes already? Oh my god! Whoa, whoa. Oh, the stuff moves. Oh my god, that's wild. Okay. The thaumaturge, Eli White. Eli's a thaumaturge, a collector and curator of powerful objects. Objects that to the untrained eye may appear dull and lifeless, but that in the right hands are armed with the right knowledge can be a gateway to so much more. For Eli, the quest to unearth and understand each new object has been the driving force of his adult life. As the owner of strange antiquities, Eli is a stern master. He knows firsthand what can happen if the right precautions are not taken. He doesn't tend to show much emotion, but he does have a more tender side, a side that is mostly reserved for the store's cat, Jupiter. This is Devourer of Souls, Jupiter. Jupiter is the thaumaturge's cat, or more accurately, Eli is Jupiter's thaumaturge. Jupiter found strange antiquities, perhaps drawn to the curiosities within, and made it home. Eli was more than happy to accommodate him, but he learned early on that Jupiter was his own master. His business is his own, but it largely consists of regular naps, terrorizing rodents, and midnight explorations of Undermere and beyond. What he does on his excursions is a mystery, but it seems he is well known amongst the town's residents. Okay. Makes his way around town. Okay, really do want to look at all of our stuff. Okay, let's look at the book that we got. Strange Artifacts, A Guide to Occult Objects by T.S. Gill. Ecumenical Aries Remnant Binding Seed. Okay. Ethereal Key, the Eye of Cernunnos, the Guise of Lillian, a Hearing Charm, a Heart Chamber, a Horn Shackle, the Hunter's Boon, the Lamb Siphon, Libula, Orford's Spire, an Ossic Ring, Restful Mether, Sextrum, Shadowhold, Shimmer, Silent Breath, the Voice of Cernunnos, and Zaya. Okay. Interesting. Look at the little homophobia. This is a reference, right? Yeah. What's a libula? I don't know. What's a libula with you? You would love to work in an antique shop, right? Wouldn't it be cute? Oh, he comes back like, I forgot my wallet, and we're crowbarring everything open. Like, I already have that hand that has a ring on it in my mouth. I'm like, what? Why are you back so soon? What's going on? An ecumenical is a receptacle commonly featuring a memento mori that acts as an aid to recollection. Oh god, the reading. Sorry. A memory cannot reside in both the mind and the ecumenical at the same time, and it can't be stored indefinitely. When a memory has been left for long periods, it can begin to emit unpleasant vapors. An empty ecumenical, on the other hand, has an ominous presence, pulling at the threads of one's mind. Interesting. An Aries remnant. These objects induce a form of synesthesia, where colors and tones, light and shadows, can be felt through touch. They are sometimes used by those who work in low light conditions, such as miners. The gemstones in an Aries remnant are arranged in the shape of the constellation that shares its name. Okay, I'll have to look for something in the Aries shape. A binding seed. These items are made of two distinct materials, representing the mentic and the wixic, the mind and the body. The winding path, the mind, is described by a spiral encompassing the body, seed. Binding seed is a form of punishment that amplifies feelings of guilt and shame. You know what to say to that? Probably not much. We're gonna find out what a libula is soon. You just watched a horror movie last night called The Wishmaster. It talked about an imbued and cursed object that held a djinn that came to modern day and started freaking things up. Kind of corny, but great gory practical effects. How old is that movie? You think the libula... Yeah, I think you got the libula majora and the libula minora. The U-labyrinth at Castle Morrigan is a larger-than-life binding seed. An ethereal key is designed to be hidden from prying eyes. I bet we got to use our little magnifying glass here at some point. When activated by moving the object in a circular motion, the key is revealed by its gemstone of light. Whoa. These are rare items and not generally known outside of thaumic circles. Gemstones of the night power, the concealment charm. The eyes of Cernunnos. As the eyes of the forest, these ancient artifacts enable one to enter the minds of lesser creatures. It is alleged that Cernunnos himself wielded an eye. Eyes of Cernunnos are hard to come by. I hope time is paused right now. They are powerful and should not be used carelessly. The guise of Lillian. These items allow the bearer to pass unrecognized. If used for any length of time, the wielder can begin to lose their sense of self. The remains of bygone creatures that have been used in thaumaturgy for centuries, from petrified teeth and bones to trilobites, ammonites, and the devil's toenails. The guise of Lillian is one such item that makes use of this ancient source of power. Hi, Jempo! Welcome in. Doing a little reading. Looking at some antiques. Okay. A hearing charm. It amplifies sounds. While generally used by the hard of hearing, they're a curiosity that can be enjoyed by young and old alike. And of course, they have more devious application too, making it possible to eavesdrop on private conversations. The Heart Chamber. Holgar wielding his twin axes, Wolfsong and Fearbringer. There is a vast skull in the catacombs, said to be that of the beast Blencathra. Holgar's followers believe that when he slew it, he trapped its soul along with its power, an item known as the Wraith Chamber. Heart chambers are based on this mythical object, but they have morphed over time into a way to keep those dear to us close to heart after death. Interesting. A horn shackle. They're used to bring about a change in one's life, bestowing the ability to overcome personal demons. In use, the horns are rubbed between one's fingers, causing them to become worn and smooth over the years. They may be worn as pendants, but are more commonly totems of some kind. A hunter's boon is a primitive item. They grant the power of the predator, enhancing perception and agility. They're made from trophies taken from slain beasts, with those from the deadliest predators being the most prized. They are simple items without embellishment. A lamb siphon is used to reverse the effects of the Black Heart Curse. A skilled hand is required to perform the procedure, drawing the curse from the body over the course of several hours. The instrument is made using a dried seed pod of the sheep snap plants, said to bring good fortune. I bet we saw that in Strange Horticulture. A libula. So we're missing the image of the libula. They're purported to offer reassurance in times of upheaval and change, but they are not held in high regard by most scholars of the occults. That being said, an imbuement of wisdom shows that a libula is not merely decorative. There's power in symbology, as the old thaumaturge knows well. The Orford Spire. Okay, I promise you this game is not all reading, but I do want to read all the stuff to see if we can identify some of the things we have. During the Rite of the Red Knives, an Orford Spire is fully submerged in goat's blood for 9 days and 9 nights. When performed correctly, the rite is said to impart vitality and clarity of thought, although perhaps not for the goat. An Ossic ring are macabre objects, originally made as offerings to the goddess Korkin, but the practice fell out of favor as belief waned. They're hard to come across now, but they're occasionally sought out for their ability to keep vermin at bay. Some say they can hear Korkin's unearthly hiss when they hold an Ossic ring up to their ear. Ooh, I'll have to give a listen to our stuff, and if we hear a hissing, we know it's an Ossic. Restful Mether. A Mether is a thaumaturge link to the inner mind. Hot tea made from the Dranthium plant, which I know was in that previous game, is drunk from them. taking on different properties depending on the type of menther. This particular type can be used to enter a meditative state and bypass the rush and clutter of consciousness from any clarity of thought. A sextrum protects against insanity in all forms. These items, like the mind itself, are not well understood. Yeah, right? Mether, interesting. Shadow hold, or an oshatic vessel, is a container of any kind, sometimes a jar or a bottle or a sort of box. It can be used to contain an oshatic spirit, a manifestation known as creeping dark, only from the shadows like a poison from a wound. They are decorated with an elaborate design called a shadow catcher. I wonder if that's what's in the bottle. Maybe that's a shadow catcher. And a shimmer is a series of objects that were designed to slot into armor or weaponry. Oh, materia. They induce calm rage in the face of the unimaginable horrors of battle, allowing the bearer to stay one step ahead. The Knight of Thorns famously wore a shimmer on his chest plate, but it didn't save him from being slain in the Battle of Sutherfell of 1356. Let's take a look at the image here, too. I wonder if it's supposed to be here in the center. The little crosshatch kind of guy. Silent breath are those who consider the white hart as a prize to be claimed, but there's no glory to be had from killing such a noble guardian of the forest. The silent breath contains a small token taken from a living white stag. While the stag lives, the item will retain its power, allowing the bearer to sense the danger before it arrives. Interesting. Hope that white stag still lives. And the voice of Ceranos is used to refer to any bronze torque that has certain imbued properties. With skill, such an item can be used to read the patterns of nature that are otherwise hidden to us. Cernunnos is the pagan god of the forest and nature, typically depicted as a man with antlers of a stag and wearing or holding a torque. Which of those is a torque? I don't know. Probably the spindly thing. Larry, the inventor of the throat lozenge, has died. There will be no coffin at his funeral, and it will be held in a secret location. Okay, very good. Thank you for that, Larry. You think it's a lollipop thing? I think you're right about that. Zaya, worn about the neck, place them closer to the heart. These innocent-looking items instill a sense of fear and paranoia. They can be difficult to remove. Zayas are made of any single material except wood or clay. Oh, hold on. Oh, dag it. Show me the Zaya. They typically have no symbol or other writings upon their surface. Interesting. Cool. We can learn what like all this stuff means, I guess. What change? How often change is referred to? This is very interesting. This is a great index that was not present in Strange Horticulture. You kind of just have to read everything and memorize it. But now you can be like, oh, light. If it mentions light, let's see. Maybe it's the Aries Remnant or the Ethereal Key. That's quite helpful. Okay. Let's take a look at some of the other stuff we have. Like, I think this is an Oshatic vessel. So, let's type that in. And I'm going to put that in purple. It's not conformed. Color, shape of the tag. Let's make the guess is the shape for now. And then icon. Girl. What in the hell is all this? We got runes and then we got whatever the hell this is. Jesus Christ. There's an acorn. I don't know about that. It's not getting a shape. We're not going to do that. Pretty sure that's a Oshatic vessel though. Now what about this thing? I was expecting it to smell worse than it does. I don't know if I should touch this. Leathery and bony, quite unpleasant to touch. Withered flesh, grim. There's nothing to remark. Man, what could this hand be? With the spiral? Interesting. You love a good book. So many runes, right? This bone thing. It has an evil quality to it. I do not like to hold it. A serpent's whisper emanates from within. Interesting. Hard and rough. Bone. Yeah, that's interesting. The only thing I know that has like the serpent thing is that's the Ossic ring. You can hear an unearthly hiss when they hold an Ossic ring. Well, let's write it down as Ossic ring potentially. Yo, this eyeball is following me. Let's write a little guess. What the hell? Okay, different shapes. Never mind. Ossic ring? Well, I also forgot to add the question mark to this. So, Oceanic vessel. Question mark. Okay. I'm gonna go through and look at some stuff. And then we'll take our next client. What about this thing? It says green marble and iron. Intricate detailing, cool and smooth. Ooh. Hi, Let's Check Out. Good to see you. This job would be too scary for you. Oh, I don't like dealing with evil things as well. Nothing's to remark. It doesn't smell or sound like anything. Okay, don't know what that could be. Wood. It's rough and pitted. This part feels smooth. Okay. This is probably that like horn thing. The hunter's bone, maybe? No. Let's go back to this. Not that. It's the one that had the horns on it. We'll just flip through this until I see the picture. A little goat, isn't it cute? No, it must have been before this then. There's a little like picture of oh, it's a horn shackle. Okay. That's what this little fella is. Nothing to remark and nothing to remark. Okay, so it's a horn shackle. Okay. This would be one of them. Oh, hold up. I bet. Said hold to drag it. Some of these like give, if you move it in a circle, it does something. I remember that's what one of it said. This is made of clay, huh? Very textured. Nothing sight or ear-wise to remark on it. Stone. A dark wood. You, perhaps. Does it seem like a... oh, yes, it does seem like a little holiday cookie. That stag is very holiday cookie. Rough and gnarled, and this is cold and smooth. An elk is like a cute moose, indeed. I don't like the way this makes me feel. Interesting. Oh my god, cat, watch out. There's a little spider on you. Bronze. Raised detailing. No sight or smell. No, like, hearing or whatever. No weird inner feelings. Wow, this is so cool. There's so much stuff to work with. Oh, yeah, this could be an Aries thing right here. Bronze. Ridge and smooth. No smells to remark upon. I have a strong sense of being watched. Yo, look at this creepy ass bloody hand over here. Oh my god, scary. There's a little blood here. White paint. Rough and gnarl. Air perception. Nothing to remark there. Hey, an ammonite thing. This... hold on. The ammonite stuff. Back to this. I don't remember what the name of these were. But it was the thing that they showed like a bunch of old like horseshoe crabs and such. Happy Bisexual Awareness Week as well, Sif. It's a good one. I hope. Yeah, the creepy bloody crown is very scary. I don't like it. Let's see. Where is that? It showed like an ammonite or something. Here it is. A guise of Lillian. Interesting. It's made of stone. It appears to be a fossilized creature. Rough and pitted, hard and ridged. No sense to remark. I notice a slightly out of body feeling like my hands belong to somebody else. It's weird. I'm gonna say this is Guise of Lillian. Question mark. Okay. I don't like this thing at all. He said not to open any doors, but... Oh, okay, we got some weights over here. Interesting. That's good to know. Because, like, we might have some things depending on the weight. Okay, what's this? I hate looking at this thing. It has an energy about it. You don't say. You don't have nothing to remark about the smell? Substance flakes off and leaves marks on my fingertips. Iron, gray metal fleck with dark red. It's not rust, it's blood. This thing, I don't like this thing. I don't want it near me. Yo, what the hell? What? Okay. Oh boy. Yeah, we're not going anywhere right now. We're not going anywhere right now. What is this? Wood, an orange gemstone, gold, bronze. It is warm and polished. Sounds are muffled in its presence. What makes a Bisexual Awareness Week? You hadn't tried to be on the internet since mid-August. Great question. I think it's just sort of... I remember there was like Bisexual Visibility Day. I think that's earlier in the year. But I don't know what makes a Bisexual Awareness Week. But be aware, bisexuals are out there, including myself. Let's write... like... muffle sounds? No. I have nothing to remark upon. What about this? There was a darkness to it as if it holds untold fears inside. Painful. Bronze and iron. Darkness, that's weird. Oh god, there's more drawers. Good, we can examine things even closer now. On thaumic fields, all thaumic objects produce a field of sorts. Though invisible to the naked eye, they can be observed by placing an object over a thaumic lens. A diurnic field pattern. These fields are not fully understood despite attempts to study them over the years. Interesting. You can use shift to bring up the magnifying glass. Hell yeah, girl. Okay, shift it. Anything out here? Anything hidden in these marks? There's like something missing here, there, and there. Interesting. Okay. And did we get this one? Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, well, why on the... Oh, damn. This side is missing the symbol. No, it already has one. I want to put that back there. What's this say? Reminder, I stored a couple items in the cellar of the wine merchant next door. Oh, put these up here in my notes. Yes, we have notes and documents. What about stuff? Okay. I don't know what this means. I hope it hasn't done anything too terrible. What's this? What's that? What is this? What the hell? Okay, put it away. This is adorable. Oh my god, there's so many little like doodads and stuff in this. Oh, hold on now. I was wondering if maybe that was something carved into it that we had to see. This is so cool. It's like a little, it's just like a little fun box of fun things to explore and play with. Oh, what's this? Oh. Okay. We got the spider. You chilling up there, spider? There's still another wall of stuff you can look at. I mean, time is kind of running away, but look at some of this stuff. Let's look at more stuff. You decided to skip the... Yes, exactly. We're doing some chill antiquing today. Oh my god, look at that little crocodile with a bunch of Cheerios on his head. So cute. That's adorable. Yeah, I thought I'd have a chill day today because, like, I just feel quite tired. I thought at first this bone was, in fact, clay painted to look like bone. Hard and somewhat rough, cool and smooth. Need to remark. Fills me with a sense of foreboding. Strange. Yeah, the vibe is great. Hey, Raquel, good to see you. How are you doing today? Stone, gold, orange, blue, green, silver, and turquoise. This is cool. Whereas the gold is warm. There's raised detailing here. Nothing to remark on the sound. Nothing to remark on the inner perception. Some cheap kind of metal, probably pewter. Brown fabric. Bone. Chipped at the end as well. And somewhat rough. Engraved detailing. Hard and cool. Rough fabric. Okay. Yeah, you figured they would keep the vibe. It seems like they've gone even more in detail on like how interesting and different it feels. How like mystical. I'm doing well, thank you. You know, I frustrated myself by working on a watch earlier today. I should have just chilled out. So I tuckered myself outside and mowed the lawn. Get my energy out. Looking very goth today. This is a shirt I borrowed from my mom. Mostly to match with the pants that she gave me. She gave me these cool pants. Hold on. These cool pants. It's got stripes and roses on it. This feels like a room you'd have. Yeah, this feels too cool to be a room of mine. I got a bit of a headache because I was outside in the heat for so long. That's on me. Should have known. My heart feels lighter with this. Interesting. Raised detailing and then bronze. It's all bronze, eh? Okay, interesting. What about this thing? Red paint or perhaps blood? And stone. Hard and cool to the touch. Nothing to remark scent or sound wise. Nothing to remark that way. That's just a cool potted plant. Yo, it's floating. Stone. It's rough and pitted. No sounds. Nothing vibe-wise. You put off training for work for over 2 months and it's due on Monday. You finally sat down to do it today. It took you 2 hours, and that's because you took a 30-minute break in the middle to make yourself some sundubu for lunch. What is that? This is a vampire talisman. This is a hunting talisman for sure. This one for sure. Yeah, I borrowed it from my mom, right? Thank you. Smooth with hard ridges and smooth. Yellowy brown. It's a yellowy white color. Yeah, this is the this has got to be that hunting talisman. Hunter's boon. Made from trophies taken from slain beasts. I'm pretty sure that's what this is. So, Hunter's talisman. Question mark. Oh, it's Korean tofu stew. That sounds tasty and well worth your time to make. This is cool. Does it sound like snakes? No, it doesn't. By the way, snake, check it out. It came in today already. It's a new deck. All about crows. Pretty cool. This is an uneven texture. It's made of bronze. Interesting. Now, there's items here that we don't have written down in the book, and there's items in the book that we don't have in the shop. So there's a lot of stuff that's remains to be seen. It's all light colored wood. It's polished. There's no sound or smell. I am overcome by a warm, loving emotion. Interesting. Look at this cool, creepy bat. It's made of iron and a black gemstone. It's cool to the touch. Every sound has become louder and clearer. Well, maybe this is that hearing one. Let's see what the name of the hearing one was. I think it was like the, well, I was gonna say ears of Serenimus or whatever, but there's, oh, it's a hearing charm. Okay. So we'll say hearing charm. Okay. We can't touch or look at any of these, unfortunately. That's that one thing. God, Tina, speak. So it's gotta be, that's a heart chamber. Okay. See, there's a little coffin-shaped heart chamber here. This is the same coffin shape. Also, I've been drinking so much water. So even though we've done like nothing in this game, I have to get up and take a quick break because I have been drinking. So thank you, Toffo. I will also drink that water too, but I'll play some music for us. Here I am drinking my water, so you know. Okay. Water consumed. I'm gonna get up and take a quick break, and when I return, we will actually play this game. Okay. Automatically label identified items. Interesting. We'll see how that works. God, yeah, I have this little headache sitting on my head right now. Trying to work through it. Let's receive our first guest, Thomas Pope. Congratulations. Today is the day you meet the great Thomas Pope. That's me. I'm a man of two loves, fresh mountain air and a little white dog named Hamish. Okay. But I reserve some room for laughter among friends and shops with cats in them. As you should. You'd be so kind. I'm looking for a replacement for my hunter's boon. Yeah, I can grab that for you right here. Boom, baby. I know what this is. Clues. This is a tiger's tooth, a trophy from a predator. On close inspection gives a sensation of power. Bam. Blow. Kaplowsers. So we learned about Selenic totems. These carved totems, more commonly known as moon hearts, can be imbued with a sentiment or feeling, such as love or joy, and then held tightly to recall the same feeling. They sometimes feature crescent shapes associated with both Selenic and Noctic disciplines. Indeed, the form itself will often have a connection to either the moon with a knight. Okay. Interesting. Love, joy, imbued with a sentimental feeling. Cool. Blam! Handled my first customer. You're welcome, sir. Okay. What was I getting that was like Selenic? Nothing to remark from that. Even though it's a tree. We need something with the... I mean, that's got the moon on it, but... I knew I had something. Maybe... I don't remember. One of these items was giving me, like, good vibes. Interesting. I don't know if we ever looked at this thing. Pearlescent blue material iron. It's cool and smooth. The iron is surprisingly warm, however. No smell or sound to remark upon. Okay. This one was a bad vibe. Interesting. We got our weights. Little eyeball that follows you around is very cute. Are there people in this game? Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's people in this game, believe it or not. Can't remember. I think one of these things gave us a good vibe, but I don't remember which one. Well, we'll find it eventually. Who's up next? Jack Hungerford. The knights are drawing in again. Dark shadows hide dark deeds, or so my father always used to say. Seems like the shadows have grown darker since he passed 2 winters ago. Hi, Yoon. Good to see you. How you doing? A creeping dark is set up in my house. I'm told a shadow hold will draw it out. I'm pretty sure this thing is that. We're gonna double check. It has that little curly Q on it. So this also looks like a shadow hold too. Did this one give us good vibes? Is this a good vibe? My heart feels lighter for it. Feel like that might be a shadow hold, but this might be the Oshadic vessel. Let's read about it again. Shadow hold or Oshadic vessel is a container of any kind, sometimes a jar, bottle, or a box. See, now that thing over there, it has the same like carving, but it's an amulet. It can be used to contain an Oshadic spirit, the manifestation known as creeping dark, pulling from the shadows like a poison from a wound. They are decorated with an elaborate design called a shadow catcher. That looks like the shadow catcher. Pungent smell. No feeling. Okay, I think I am right that this is the Oshadic vessel. Okay. I know, I was at high slurm, imagine. I have a little bit of a headache from being outside in the sun and stuff for a few hours mowing the lawn. This item is a container of some kind. The design of the bottle is the same as the sketch. It's just tilted. The other one is facing the right direction, but, you know. Yeah, very old school, right? A sunbond is a small, lightweight, designed to be carried discreetly, and made of a non-precious metal of some kind, housing a gemstone of lights. They carry the warmth and light of the sun, a brightness that can pierce the darkest gloom. Interesting. There's an auto-labeling option in the settings if adding labels by hand isn't your thing. Okay, well, let me get the auto label thing because I want it to replace. I need to actually hold on. I don't think I had that. I think I went back in and I confirmed it myself. And I'll do it in caps. Shadow hold Oshadic vessel. I can do that myself. And then this one is Hunter's Boon. Okay. So what was the thing we just got? The new thing. I don't remember. Well, we got the Selenic Totem, I remember that. Then there's also the Sunbond. Did I spend too long outside? What? Position 3, Tiny. Position 3. Damn it. Petition 3. Thank you. Okay, well, I was really frustrated because I was working on my mom's watch and I just could not get this backplate attached. So instead of like staying inside and like stewing all day, I thought get outside, do something, spend your energy so you don't get anxious about a stupid watch. Who cares? It's a watch, you know? So, a non-precious metal. I think we saw pewter here. What kind of cheap metal? Probably pewter. And nothing to remark on the feeling. This could be the was it the sun something or other? Hold up. Sun bond. That's not the sign of the sun, though. The sun is a circle with a little circle in it. I don't know what that is, but maybe it's bonding. I don't know if I see anything else that gives me sun bond, but I might write sun bond for this one. Sun bond? Not in caps, so that's when we know what it is. Okay. It's a non-precious metal, so... Yeah, exactly. It's nice to find a good outlet for it, right? Oh, can I put this plant somewhere else? Oh, yeah, put that up here. You used to be able to water your plants in the game. What's this? Oh, my archive. Interesting. So when I'm done with the document, I can put it up in the archive. Okay. Well, let's see if anybody else needs us. David Schaefer. He's the postman. What's up with all these ravens flying about Undermere today? I can't remember ever seeing anything like it. Not a good day to be the sort who believes in dark omens. Hi, Juan. Good to see you. How are you doing today? Here's a letter for you. Okay. We discovered some papers in a hidden desk drawer in the boatyard last night. Mr. Jones almost threw them in the fire pit, but I asked to take a look at them first. That man does not like to burn things. They look old. Maybe there's nothing of use here, but I thought of you when I came across this entry on the Shin from Charlie Weathers. Okay. Can I have the papers? Is there more? Okay. You want to send me the papers? Well, maybe we should go to the boatyard. Perhaps we can go to the boatyard, maybe? This is made by the... I want an ossic ring. Ossic. That's a pleasing word to hold on the tongue. Are you a snake man? This man might be a snake man. Can I... Excuse me, are you a snake man? Here's our ossic ring. Pastel, it's so good to see you. Happy afternoon to you. And this is a sequel to Strange Horticulture, made by the same folks. It is like a continuation in the same world of Undermere. Hell yeah. Made of bone, this item satisfies this description macabre, and closer inspection confirms that a hissing noise can indeed be heard. We know about evocants. These stone items weigh the same as a man's heart, according to popular myth. The truth is a little less dramatic, but the weight of these items is nevertheless important and should not stray more than a hair from precisely 1 pound. They are placed in the chests of those in a coma to draw them out. Okay, we can start weighing things now. Okay, so now we know this is an ossic ring. Ossic ring. I forgot what ossic rings were for. Let's read up. I mean, I'll give folks what they want, but also, if you're doing bad things with it, I gotta know. They keep vermin epee. Okay, that's chill. Weighted things. So let's take this over here and see if this what this weighs. We want this to be about more. Okay, so that weighs a pound. That's too heavy. It's a little it's a little under a pound. A little under a pound. What was the rest of the bits about that thing? Hold on. I think we just got. I don't remember the name of it. Evocants, I think. Okay. Stone items. They're stone. Okay. So I really do think that would be our thing. This is the only other thing that's made of stone that I could mention. And that's a little too light, I'd say. So this is probably an evocant. Just like me, I can't get to Evo. I'm not good enough at Street Fighter 6. You love antiquing and thrifting, right? So we're an apprentice for a thaumaturge. Ah, you can fix a problem with your email. Thank God, Juan. Thank God. What's the fix for it? If I can ask. I'm just so glad that you're able to access that again. That was very scary. This is made of stone, but it's a little too heavy. Okay, we're learning. Learning about things. Okay, this is the same symbol, interestingly enough. You get to see the moon cycle. Another person. Edmund Bishop, the behavior of these ravens is disturbing to say the least. As a rule, they only come together to feed. Ravens are omnivores, carrion eaters mostly, but they'll take anything they can get their talons into. And they'll kill if necessary. Oh my god, that's scary. I didn't plan on dropping in today, but there's something happening out there and I'd like to know what. Okay. A voice of Cernunnos might help put me at ease, or it might do the opposite. Oh, Stella is stretching. It was very cute. Okay, a voice of Cernunnos. I don't know if I can give that to you right now. I don't have any guesses on what might be the voice of Cernunnos. We'll have to read a little bit more about our voice of Cernunnos. You needed to replace your password. You can't use the good Wi-Fi, but with the old Wi-Fi, which is far away, you can do it. So to enter in your email, you need to change to the old Wi-Fi. Then you get back to see Twitch or YouTube on the good one. Gosh, that is so much work. Sorry you have to do all that, Juan, but I'm glad you can get back to your email. Thank goodness. That's pretty important. The voice of Cernunnos is refer to a bronze torch that is certain to be broke. So bronze, probably not a stag symbol. Okay, but that looks similar. Maybe that's a torque. Maybe that's the torque right there. Either this is a torque, or that's a torque, or this is a torque, or that's a torque. Okay, let's look at what we have that's bronze, huh? So, like, this is bronze. Pretty sure. Uneven texture. No senses. No nothing. That could be the bronze torque. That's gold. This, I think, was also bronze. Yeah, that's all bronze. Face detailing, nothing to remark. And my heart feels lighter. It's about reading the patterns of nature. So I think the lightheartedness is not it. Is this bronze as well? Frick, it's also bronze. Nothing to remark. I have a sense of being watched. We have two bronze items, which might be our voice of our torque. You know. Any bronze torque. Is torque defined? I need a definition for torque. Hind, moon, poison, wixic. You don't have anything for torque? Damn. That's rough, buddy. I don't think it's this thing. It's either this thing. Now, what was this? Ah, frick, that's bronze as well, isn't it? Crazy detailing. Nothing to remark. Nothing to remark. So this one, it said he felt like he was being watched. And this one, I think it said nothing to remark. Uneven texture, bronze. I mean, the guy in the picture is wearing this item. So I am like to believe that is a torque. See, one of the voice of Cernunnos. I feel like the other thing is the eyes of Cernunnos. It is with such an item, you can read the patterns of nature that are otherwise hidden to us. Man with antlers of a stack, often wearing or holding a torque. Okay, I'm gonna guess this is a torque. I think this is our torque right here. Hey, that's right, guys. Item is made of bronze, and a similar looking item appears around the neck of Cernunnos in the sketch. Oh, God. Sheesh. Oof. You have the 2-pass with that email with Steam. Then you wouldn't be able to play if you didn't have access to your email account. Thank goodness you got that sorted, Juan, because that was scary for a while. Email stuff is very scary. I'm torqued up, indeed. There are some who stay away from spirit eyes, believing them to be a window into a world that should not be seen, and others who derive their fear as nothing more than superstition. It's not clear exactly what they do show. Another layer beneath the visible world, perhaps. A layer that requires something more than traditional senses to experience. Draw their powers from the opposing symbols inscribed upon them. The opposing symbols inscribed upon them. Okay, well, this is a... I forgot what it is. Hold on. Voice of Cernunnos. Cool. You know that for sure. That's a torque right there, everybody. That's a torque for sure. For sure. Now, maybe we can explore. The shop is closed now, but maybe we can go a little exploring. Can I go to the we got a letter. The boatyard. Oh, the boatyard. The yard has seen better days. A mess of broken and rotten timber covers most of the outdoor spaces that isn't taken up by upturned boats, slowly being claimed by the weeds. In the middle of all this, a man looks up from repairing a small rowboat. You must be from strange antiquities, he says with a smile. He takes me to the dilapidated office where 2 metal buckets collect drips of brown water and a thin window pane rattles with every footstep. He pulls a sheaf of borrowed papers out of a desk drawer and places them gently in my hands. Oh, yes. You knew what a torque looked like. Oh my God. So that's what it is, huh? That cool, like, that necklace thing. Part of you can't wait for the day when we can just have an implanted NFC chip in our bodies. We can scan to handle all that. Meanwhile, I'm on the other side of things, Nick. Part of me longs for the day we don't have to do passwords. When I was a kid, do you think I had a password? Okay? I had a password and it was like cookies or whatever. And that's how you got into my room. You know? It's a circlet. It can also be worn on the upper arm. Cool. I love that. He was wearing stuff on his upper arm. The 6 points of a sleep vessel are said to represent the 6 thaumic disciplines: Selenic, Dradic, Noctic, Diurnic, Wixic, and Mentic. They help people to stay awake beyond any natural limits by restoring their fatigue. Over time and repeated use, they become more and more difficult to handle. as though the undreamed nightmares are beginning to seep out. Apparently it's an afterthought, and somewhat reluctantly the man gives you something else as I'm leaving. I have no use for it, he says. Don't even know what it's for. Okay, but I'm reading some book pages. What's new? What's new? The shin is new as well. Common item made from using materials with a connection to the ocean. They began as a superstition, simple objects made by sailors and fishermen to keep their boats safe. But with the help of the old thaumaturges, they became something more, and many lives were saved. Yeah, I had one password and I use it for everything. Exactly. Your supervisors can't wait to get a barcode implanted. These are not things I dream of. Also, it looks like the ad break is going to start soon. I am becoming more and more Luddite the more and more I use technology. I'm like, the hell is all this crap? You know. Hi, and bye. I see. Good luck with the kitties today. Oh, he's pro AI. Oof. He wants a barcode so folks would just scan them? Oh, what is this? I got a funky little thing. Let's have a look at it. It's bronze, and it's got a bunch of interesting symbols on it. Maybe that's one of the things that was described. It said it had, like, opposite symbols in it. Cool and smooth with engraved symbols. I have nothing to remark on the smell or the sound. A sense of crackling energy flickers in the depths of my mind. Imagine you pick up an object and you get a vibe from it. That would scare the hell out of me. Oh, no thank you. I do not want vibes from an object. Thank you. Okay. I feel like... Let's see. 6 points of a sleep vessel. Stay awake. Okay. This is 6 pointed. That looks like 4 points. See if we have anything that is 6 pointed. I mean, this freaking thing is 6 pointed too. Creepy. Preppy. Don't like it. Do you not like it? This could be a sleep vessel. With blood on it? I don't know. Let's look at our people that we got. Oh, I guess some of the folks that have come by are not important, but this guy is. The ornithologist Edmund Bishop, the 14th Lord of Gleaston Castle, is a man of wealth and privilege, like the 13 before him. He's a man who would be easy to despise, as his father was, but he is well loved by those who know him. Now retired, he was a professor of ancient languages at the University of Cumbria, but his real passion is birds. His students learn to divert particularly dense lectures on Latin declension by asking about local owl species or quizzing the professor on increasingly exotic bird calls. Edmund was only too happy to oblige, spending hours recounting stories of adventures in Africa and New Zealand. Okay, so he's like, it's like when you get a substitute teacher and you know you can mess them up by asking them like, hey, you know, what do you think of the O's or whatever? And then, boom, off topic instantly. I feel like this could be has an energy about it. An energy. Become more difficult to handle as though undreamed nightmares are beginning to seep out. Spirit eyes. There's those who stay away from spirit eyes, believing them to be a window into a world that should not be seen. Others who deride their fear as nothing more than superstition. There's opposing symbols inscribed on them. We could also poke around some more if we wanted to. It says end day. Spiritize. I wonder if I can wave this over something. It lets me see something. Look at the little glow this thing has. Oh, it's so beautiful. What if I put it next to my plant? Will it make my plant healthy? This freaking thing is too scary. I don't like it. Do you like your objects to vibrate? Okay. Well, we'll see what we can do. Awful sounds. Painful darkness. Interesting. Let me put this up here. Makes muffle sounds. Interesting. There's like a second thing here, which is weird. Like, why does this drawer have 2 compartments? Or why does the drawer have a little like finicky thing? Why does it have a little like rod attached to it? You know, that's weird. What's that about, you know? Look for any kind of cool inscriptions. We got a coffee stain. God, this game is so cool. Huh? What? Wait. What did I just do? What did I just do? Did I just make time go forward or back or something? Huh? Uh-oh. I don't know if that's great. This must be the... Oh, hold on. You can definitely put something in here. That's very interesting. Interesting. I think this is that, like... There was some kind of... Was it the sex room? No. I feel like it was one of the earlier ones that they were putting something in the armor of someone. Is that for when you doink up a move? It might be. I just don't know if I wasted it though. Oh, the Selenic totem. Look at the little owl. These carved totems, commonly known as moon hearts, can be imbued with a sentiment or feeling such as love or joy, and then held tightly to recall that feeling. I wonder if the little tree thing we have over there is one of those. They feature crescent shapes with Selenic and Noctic disciplines. The form of the item itself may have a connection to the moon or the night. The shimmer. I think the shimmer. This reminds me of the thing of the shimmer. This thing right here, but we will put this away. I don't want anybody to see this. There's special stuff. Okay. We can continue exploring if I wanted to. Oh, but I think if I explore too much, it might raise my dread. Not sure. Thaumic fields. Placing an object over a thaumic lens. Diurnic field pattern. A thaumic lens. Is this a thaumic lens? Let's see. Are you getting diurnic or anything like that, eyeball? No? Didn't think so. Okay. Alright. Maybe we'll end the day. You learned something cool earlier today. Did you know the Mortal Kombat song came from church music? I did not know that. That is really cool. Oh, time for a dream. The black mare thundered through the icy rain, shining wet in the silver moonlight. Cool. Her cloaked rider was exhausted, cold, and soaked to the bone. He knew he would not survive the night if he did not reach Backburrow. Okay. Oh. Okay. Interesting. An escaped prisoner ran northwest. He hid me in the first building he came to. Okay, let's see where a prison is. In the first building. Oh, wow. Yeah, it was a finish him. We need to sit in the corner of shame together, Ewan. Do you know they're making a new Mortal Kombat movie? It looks hokey. Well, the previous one was hokey, right? Aren't they all hokey? Aren't they all like goofy? I just hope it's deliberately goofy. Okay, let's look at our map. Now, Let's see if we can find some sort of prison. Hello, puppy. Puppy here instead of a prison. Farm. Oh, a strange horticulture. I can't wait to stop by and visit. The Barrows, Greenhide Church, Rainwright Hospital, Heathwood Lockhouse, the Boatyards, Dockside Rock, the old jail. That sounds pretty right. See if there's any other jails, because you never know. Okay, there's no other jails. 10 is the old jail. My baby. He went to the first building he came across. He ran northwest, I think it said. Northwest. So if he starts off at the old jail, goes northwest, that would be here. You mean the first building he came to? Well, would this be northwest or would that be northwest? You take the Mortal Kombat cinematic universe very seriously. Thank you. Tell me your favorite part about it. You don't think video games should be movies? But then we wouldn't have gotten the Super Mario Brothers 1993 movie, right? Yeah, such a good flick. I'm thinking this is northwest. This is north. That's maybe northwest. And that's maybe west from there. So let's check in on this one. Let's go, baby girl. Your big sister is so good at this. Big sister Tina is so good at this freaking thing. You like Goro, the arms guy, and the lady who took her mask off, and it's like teeth in there? Yeah, pretty cool, right? I like it when ladies have too many teeth. The dilapidated warehouse is dark and imposing, and the struggling flame of my lantern does little to pierce its depths. I slowly search through its contents with a sense of despair, wondering if I'm even in the right place at all, when suddenly and unexpectedly I uncover something of value. More relieved than elated, I take the trinket back to the shop for further study and a warm drink. Baby's trembling. Oh, girl, I don't like it. Oh, it looks creepy. A huge black gemstone streaked with red, held in a claw of iron. It's polished, whereas the iron claw is rough. No smells to remark upon. I have no vibes to remark upon. Okay, weird. Let's put it up here. So, did anything move around in the nights? Sometimes plants would move. Crushing it, Ewan. Crushing it. So good. You give me a little piece of information, I'm gonna deduce my way out of there. It would be so creepy if these things start moving. It looks like everything's in its place. So there's that. Can I click on the spider? I can pet the kitty cat. Meow, 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 little babies. Little meow, meow babies. Anything going on down here? Let's put this away. My map away, huh? What about this? Cellar of the wine merchant next door. I think we should probably go to the cellar of the wine merchant next door. So we are... A strange horticulture, strange antiquities is at 29. So it's either going to be... I'd say it's probably here. The proprietor, Miss Cranmore, begrudgingly grants me access to the cellar when I explain that I'm from Strange Antiquities next door. Yes, well, take a lot of them out of here, would you? Can't say no to Eli after all he's done for me, but I don't like the thought of those unnaturals in my cellar. Big unnaturals, huh? You also watched Patch Adams again, which made you sad. Yeah, oh, I'm sorry. I was hoping that it would make you happy. You know, it's a funny film, right? In your opinion, the first Silent Hill movie wasn't half bad, provided you pretend that characters are original. Okay. We just got 3 new items. Let's see what this is. Now that looks like opposing symbols. Bronze, wood, and a dark green gemstone, which looks like malachite to me. Rough, pointy, 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 cold and smooth. These markings have been carved in. No smells or sounds, and no vibes. Okay. Interesting. Oh, now this could be a Selenic totem. It's got a moon. It's got a little carving. Engraved detailing, hard and cool with a warm tip. And nothing to remark. But that's giving Selenic totem to me a little bit because of the moon. And then we got a bottle here. Yellowed paper, green glass with cork, spongy tip, papery paper, understandably. It's a strong odor, and when I shake it, it rattles. Nothing to mark otherwise. Weird bottle. Okay. Cool. Okay, I think I'll put this in the, we got like a little archive. Which I will put this note in. Okay. Does all thaumic objects produce a field? Now that could be our thaumic lens. Let's grab this thing. Maybe my board isn't complete. Could be a problem. You know, I'm gonna put this little guy here. I want him to give me good vibes. You love that movie, you love Robin Williams. So the movie was fun, but it reminded you how much you loved Robin Williams. You'll argue that Mrs. Doubtfire is a classic, and you cannot tell you otherwise, though. My feel when the Dasher is arriving soon. So excited, yeah. Yeah, she's cool as hell. That's my face as well when the Dasher is about to arrive. I'm sad we can't, like, water our plants right now. You got a ball, baby? You don't. It's okay. You just wanted to bring it over. Thank you for sharing. Oh, wait. Hold on. Okay. So we got customers to deal with, as you may know. You may not know what a customer is. So one thing I learned from Strange Horticulture is that looks can be very deceiving for the objects here. So like this creepy ass ring, this creepy ass thing, this creepy ass eyeball, that doesn't mean necessarily it's an evil object. Like this thing has major bad vibes, this weird like wrapped stone thing. So it could very well be like this thing is painful and has a feeling of darkness. So there's a lot of stuff in this that seems dangerous and isn't, and seems innocuous and is dangerous. Miss Veronica Green from the first game. Ah, well, that's just perfect. Undermere fizzling with fear again over these ravens, and the thaumaturge has left his apprentice in charge. Sorry, my dear, that was rude. Pay no attention to me. I'm an old lady who got out of the wrong side of bed. These ravens have got under my skin is all. Please do let Eli know I was looking for him next time you see him, and pass on my thanks for letting me borrow his copy of Hermetic Symbology. I thought she was into ravens and stuff in the previous game. Yeah, some of the flowers are really pretty nice looking, and the book will be like, this will kill you. Yeah, like the golden dendra, this beautiful gold lily that'll absolutely kill you. Okay, I'll let Eli know. Oh, thank you. By Quentin Holmes. Okay, thaumic disciplines. There are 3 branches of thaumaturgy. Girl, I'm gonna have to learn all this. You gotta be kidding me. Usually split into 2 disciplines, represented by the following symbols. You couldn't have made this easier? Crap. I'm gonna have to know all about circles and triangles. You gotta be kidding. You gotta be kidding. Look at these wild circles and triangles. I'm not even gonna try to draw this on my journal, but I'm gonna have to deal with it. So, little circle, big circle, medium circle plus triangle is Selenic. Big circle encompassing medium circle touching little circle is Dradic. This might be one of those games that benefits taking a picture of things. An individual. Mentic of the mind and Wixic of the body. Right. We did read about those. Okay. Imbuements. Wow. Holy hell. Insanity. I know we've seen that symbol. Interesting. Deception, fortune, fear, foresight, protection, strength, truth, paralysis, death. If you see the Metatron on the next page, what's the seal of Metatron? Wow, this is wild. Wisdom. I know I've seen some of those with wisdom on it. Gonna have to. Okay, this I think was the symbol of insanity. And then there's protection around it. That's interesting. God, this is one of those games I actually do not want to stop playing at all anytime. Like, I don't want to stop playing at all. This is the wisdom. So we got wisdom. Oh, and then you could put a little icon on it. Mm-hmm. Where's my little wisdom? Where's my little wisdom? There you go. Mm-hmm. Thank you. I'm taking my bench. Oh, is that so? That was you with the first one? You watched my first stream of it and you bought it and beat it. It's so good. So good. This is such a fascinating puzzle game. I just love how everything is like slowly unraveled. We haven't even got to like whatever the wild plot might be. Like the previous game, it was like, yeah, giving plants to people, but also there's a cult out here and they're killing people and maybe there's like a demon that they're summoning. So this one, I don't even know what it's gonna be. Okay, is the glyph... Let me see this. Oh, it's the glyph of the god the Silent Hill Order worships. I see, okay. Let's hope that doesn't show up, Snake. I don't want to see that one. So this one's got wisdom on it. Raised detailing, and it is made of bronze. Fascinating. Okay, and we're gonna crack down on these symbols. Also, I have to, like, loosen this. Ow! Ow! Oh, it hurts so bad. Oh, I suffer for fashion. Ow. Oh, why did I take it off? It's worse. Okay, this is better. Just, if I eventually stop feeling it, it'll be fine. Okay, let's learn more about symbols, huh? No. Symbology. Put that in my book stack, and we're reading about it. You get back here and you open this book. So, insanity was on this one. So we gotta put a little insanity tag. Here it is. Okay. Insanity. Now of course, we have to make that purple because it's a guess. But it also has protection. And I know there was something in here that was like, it has opposing charms. I know. I gotta get up here soon. I tell you, the little pinch for 5 hours hurts. Metatron is in the Bible. He's also a butt-faced character that gets between gay angels in Good Omens. I see. Yeah, Nasha. I just need to schedule a day where I'm gonna get my ears pierced. How about for like December? That's a long way away, huh? Maybe October. Let's do October. God, write down. Find a good ear piercer. My mom has like a million earrings too, so when I borrow them from her though, I definitely gotta clean them before I put them in my ears, right? Put it on the principal list, exactly. Instead of the interest list. Okay. Find someone to pierce my ears. I'm about to be unstoppable as soon as I get these things pierced. You will never see the same pair of earrings twice. So far, you haven't. And that's just the clip-ons my mom has. So, the big releases of the day are Borderlands 4 and Dying Light the Beast. I've heard of Dying Light before. What kind of game is that? There was also Type Noise Shonen Shoujo. I have heard about that. I feel like I just heard about Type Noise Shonen Shoujo. I don't remember what kind of game it is. It's a visual novel that's anime. There's Cubic Cosmos, which is a card battler. Beacon Patrol, which is a co-op sea cartography exploration game. Interesting. And The Murder Hotel, a detective visual novel game. Oh my god, that sounds like it's up my alley. Okay, Type Noise Shonen Shoujo is a first person. Oh, no. Dying Light is first person parkour zombie survival. Okay. I'm putting the Find Someone to Pierce My Ears on the back of my cell phone. So I'll put it in my journal when I get up. This is a big ass post-it note. Okay. But let me just give me 1 second so I can look up Type Noise, because I feel like I just heard about that game. I was watching Best Indie Games, which is a really fun YouTube channel where they talk about upcoming and current releases. So Type Noise Shonen Shoujo. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's an anime game. It's a multi-ending. Oh, right. It seemed a little Danganronpa and a little 999. Ziff, I hope you're listening. Type Noise Shonen Shoujo. It seemed a little 999 to me. Group of boys and girls have lost their memories. They gather in a version of Tokyo that's like different. They have to escape a labyrinth. So I think this is an indie 999 like. Oh god, that lady jump scared me. The lady with the teeth jump scared me, Twaffle. I closed the tab and then I got met with her very scary teeth. So thank you, Juan, for that. Ziff, have you heard of Type Noise Shonen Shoujo before? Heck yeah, pillows are in the dryer. You have some bagels. Hell yes, that sounds awesome. I wish I had bagels right now. I might actually have some toast with some cream cheese and honey on it. So, we have some stuff that talks about opposing symbols, and we have two objects that kind of do that. This one and, well, actually these three objects all have opposing symbols on them. I don't know if they're truly opposing, but let's find out what each of these means. So we have the moon symbol, and then we have that little, like, square with some boxes in it. Square with some stuff in it. So let's see what that means. Square with stuff, like, all hatched up in it. Witch sign? Okay. So we have the moon and a witch sign. We'll put icons on that. We can put... 2 seconds ago, I was like, what the hell is all this? This is gobbledygook. And then now I'm like, I know exactly what everything means. Witch sign. And then, can I also put the moon? Probably not. Hi, young William. I gotta watch out. It's strange. And also antique. So later you'll put a second and third part. Oh, I'm excited for that one. Thank you for always sharing these cool releases with us. Can I pick up and move around the cat? I don't think so. Let me see. I can zoom in on the cat, which is cool. Can you hear the purring? It's very cute. What's the other symbol? I think the other symbol is protection that's here. The two diamonds intersecting is protection. So we have insanity and protection. This is insanity engulfed in protection. So I kind of also want to put the protection symbol here. If I'm able to, I might put, like, I might override the insanity with protection because it's like encircled with it. And then we also have, it looks like, honestly, these both look like Ionic symbols to me, but so we have like circle with the thing coming up, triangle with the thing going down. See what that means? Circle with the thing going up. Ah, Wiccan symbols, right? It's very cool, huh? You haven't heard of that? Excellent. I'm glad you're checking it out, and thank you, Juan, for telling us about it. Yeah, we've activated Ziff just like when someone mentioned Cyberpunk to Twafo. We also, I want to remember, this is vinegar. We have a bottle of vinegar. Oh my god, there's a piss bottle at some point. Okay, Triangle going down is phosphorus? Potentially? But I think it was cold. Then we need circle going down. Oh, circle. Heat and cold. Okay. Heat and cold. That's interesting. We obviously have to make this purple because it's a guess so far. And now let's read about the stuff that was like it contains opposing symbols. Oh, hold on. I feel like the colors of light and shadow can be felt through touch. I feel like that might be that glowing thing. No, you're good, Pastel. You're totally fine. That's all good. Don't apologize for anything like that. These swirly things. 2 distinct materials representing the Mentic and the Wixic. I think we saw a swirly thing, didn't we? No. This also has that seems like a guise of Lillian. Also, this is vinegar, right? Sure. It might just be a bottle of vinegar. This might be that Aries thing. To give us light. Aries thing? No harm in guessing. Okay. Okay. Now, focus on the task at hand. Hello, Stella. Oh, it's already 6:11, Stella. We're very close to you getting to eat your dinner, which will include her flea and tick meds. An ethereal key is designed to be hidden from prying eyes. When activated by moving the object in a circular motion, the key is revealed by a gemstone of lights. So your items are not known of outside of the circles. Okay. I know something mentioned like 2 opposing symbols. So like heats and colds I feel like are opposing. I always love the music in this franchise. It's so good. Welcome back from the ad break, everybody. I'm so sorry I didn't warn you about it. I'm just like too locked into this game, unfortunately. We did the Hunter's Boon. Libula. An imbuement of wisdom shows that the libula is not merely decorative. Can I just see something that was wise? Insanity, heat and colds. There was something that had the wisdom signal. Okay, this might be that thing that I was just reading about, which is called a libula. That's right, libula. Libula? Okay. Sel is ready, right? Yeah, she's like, I'm hungry. Where is my dinner? Goat's blood. 9 days and 9 nights. The Yasic ring, the inner mind. I feel like the thing was like, oh, they feature crescent shapes. So both the Selenic and Noctic disciplines. Okay, hold on. This thing. Let's look about Selenic and Noctic symbols real quick before I get to the other thing. So real quick, Selenic and Noctic. Oh, damn it. Crunch. Okay. Selenic and Noctic. Okay, Selenic. It's this one. Noctic is this one? Christ. Okay. Little, big, middle. Kind of a person with a halo behind him. Does it have that? This doesn't give any of that, honestly. This isn't giving me Selenic or Noctic. It's just kind of cool stuff. So I don't know anything about that yet. Anyway, back to the other symbols. Right. Oh yeah, back to finding out what this thing was, the opposing stuff. I think this might be a sextrum. Hold up. This could be a sextrum. Sextrum. It also has 6 points to it, so. You have the same thought? You're like, maybe a person praying? Right? Okay, I'm glad we saw the same thing, basically, in the symbol. Oh, wrong book. Good. So that's a sextrum. That's a shadow hold thing. The shimmers. A shin. Okay. Silent breath. Small token taken from a living white stag. While the stag lives, the item will regain its power, sensing danger before it arrives. The sleep vessel represents the 6 points. It helps people stay awake. They become more and more difficult to handle. There's some who stay away from spirit eyes. They draw their power from the opposing symbols inscribed upon them. Right? So I think this is a spirit eye. Oh, hold on. You better put a question mark on this, girl. Don't be so sure of yourself. Pretty sure? What's the vibe of it? Nothing to remark. No sounds. Pointy. Now, we could maybe grab this and use it to look at stuff. Perhaps. I don't know. Let me take it down here for a minute. Well, let's grab some of our, like, paperwork or whatever. I wonder if it, like... What is this cat thing about, too? Imagine if it intersected and did something cool. That would be so cool. But it's not. Spirit eye, work with this weird eyeball. Oh, okay. These devices are so cool, but I feel like this is the spirit eye. I feel like I'm right about it. They could be a window into a world that should not be seen, and others who deride their fear as nothing more as superstition. It is not clear what exactly they do show. Another layer beneath the visible world, perhaps. A layer that requires something more than the traditional senses to experience. Maybe you gotta get, like, drunk on some sort of plants. And then you can experience that thing. Well, let's deal with our first customer, shall we? We have Tess Sherwood. I feel paralyzed. I have no job, no partner, no friends, no prospects. I heard a horn shackle might be the answer. Grab my book real quick, girl. Mid shackle. Brings about change, bestowing the ability to overcome personal demons. Okay. The horn shackle. Did I really think this was the one? Is it smooth? This part feels smooth. Okay. Yeah, this is your horn shackle right here. I know that for sure. Boom shakalaka. The item has horns, and the horns have been worn smooth. Hell yeah. We have a Vesiger. A Vesiger can be used to prevent the spread of disease and pestilence. Among other oddities, flames burn pale blue in their presence. Oh, I'm so excited! I'm gonna drag all these items over my candles now. Yes, that's so sick. Okay, but first, we need to remark that this is truly a horned shackle. Okay. Oh my god, I can't wait to wave all this stuff over my candles. Turn blue. Turn blue. Turn blue. Turn blue. No. Turn blue. That muffle sounds. That's probably not it. Turn blue. Turn blue. Okay, turn blue. Turn blue. Turn blue. Turn blue. Turn blue. I think the things that I like, pretty sure I know what it is. Be silly to wave it over there, but still. Anybody turn to blue? Wait, can you put this over here? That would be kind of sick, but you can't. Hello, Hero. How you doing today? And hi, Earthskate. Good to see you as well. We're learning cool stuff. The things in this game are just so cool to me. And sometimes they have effects on the environment. I think that's really cool. Turn it blue. Okay. Turn it blue. Some of these damn things gotta turn something blue. Oh! Are you seeing the blue? The light is blue. The light upon my kitty cat is blue. Wow, that's so sick. Yo. Okay, I don't know what it was called, though. What was that called? A vestiger, dude. That's a vestiger. Cool. I'm gonna prevent the spread of disease over here. Vestiger. Cool, cool, cool. What does the blue light mean? It's a way of like confirming what only this object that we have here turns candlelight blue. So it's just one way of sensing what an item is like how it affects the environment. And apparently this vestiger turns candlelight blue. So I think that's really cool. God, this game is so cool. Let's see if we have any new people. The occult scholar Verona Green. Verona has been a constant in Undermere for as long as the streets have had cobblestones and the churches have had bell towers. She's respected and feared, which she revels in. And she is revered and admired, which she tolerates. Her knowledge of the occult world is second to none, and her expertise has steered citizens of Undermere away from catastrophe on more than one occasion. The near misses of the Selenic Flame and the Woken Dendro are two such events that spring to mind. She is of the opinion that no problem is so great, no obstacle so insurmountable, that it can't be diminished by a properly brewed pot of tea. You're back on your Bloodborne bull honky? Is that so? Heck yeah. Oh. Can move the candles around. That's wacky. Whoa. Why? That's cool. Who would have thought? Mr. Schaefer's here. Petting my kitty cat. At least the weather is looking a bit better out there today. Oh, that's a fun fight. That's a fun fight, Earthskate. A pretty cool one. A fun gimmick. Thank you, Mr. Schaefer. Let's see what letter we got here. Good day. You might be interested to hear that my plow overturned a strange-looking object yesterday. Come to the farm and it's yours. The right price, of course. Kind regards, John Royston. Okay. His plow. Let's take a look. Well, hold up. Fold this thing closed for a sec. Get me out of here. Well, damn it. Put it back. Put it back. Crunch. Okay, here. Now, but also look at it. Is there anything interesting on it? No, it doesn't seem like it. Okay. We're looking for a farm. Well, there's Greywick Farm, which is number 1. Okay. Number 1. That's Greywick Farm. This is John Royston. So let's see if there's anything about John Royston. Greywick Farm, Strange Horticulture, the High Green Church, Wainwright Hospital, the Lockhouse, the Boatyard. Wordsworth Library, love that. Royston Farm, number 30. Almost went to the wrong damn farm. That would have been embarrassing. John grins as I struggle to hide my obvious interest in the item he shows me. Any hope that he might not be fully aware of its value quickly evaporates, and after lengthy negotiation, I reluctantly hand over the amount he originally asked for. Oh, a cool little raven! This looks awesome. Let's look at this thing. It has a fun, like, pattern on it. Talking about blue light, did I change the lighting in my bedroom? Yeah, I just turned off the light, the overhead light, so we could have like more of a cozy vibe in here, you know? It's a little more natural, exactly, yeah. That's what we got going on right now, as I'm working with the light outside and my bedside light. So, there's some raised detailing. This is a tarnished silver. I love silver. I have nothing to mark on the smell or sounds. There's no vibes to this thing. It looks like it might offer protection or something. Isn't that right, Stella baby? Might be able to take a look at some of the symbols. Oh god. Okay. It's like a bunch of knots and stuff. Okay, let's see. What's a bunch of knots mean? It's like kind of protection, but sideways. It surely would not be arsenic. That would be weird. Hail? Probably not. Probably not the witch sign. Probably not the witch is not. Probably not the triple goddess. Okay. I don't know what the symbol is. It looks like a cool Celtic knot, though. It looks like a raven, doesn't it? Maybe we should look at some more of the symbols we have engraved on things. This creepy hand is so great. Was this any of the signs we've seen? I don't think so, right? Hi, Pine. It's good to see you. How are you? Well, rebirth looks like this. Icon rebirth, right? Oh, snap. What direction is it? Okay. It's clockwise. Rebirth. Not with an 8 in it. Rebirth? Question mark. It moves like that. In the opposite direction is spirituality. So it just depends on which direction you put the damn ring. Frick. Because if you put it on upside down, it's the other thing. Like this could be spirituality plus something else. I don't like that there's like some bloody stuff on it. That's kind of creepy, you know. It was like a circle with some lines coming down it, right? No, it's lines on top of the sun, weirdly enough. You're incredibly happy right now. You're having steak tips, potato salad, and grilled shrimp. Hell yeah, some surf and turf. All right, that sounds very good. Yeah, I'm trying to get a little more cozy vibe for today's show since we're here in the antique shop, you know? Let's see, so we had thought about the wisdom. It's weird, creepy eyeball. Is there any other like symbols that might be good to know? I don't see any symbols on this thing, right? No, it's really weird. Looks like you could really hurt somebody with that thing. This one has like protection on it. I love this owl. He's kind of cool. I am overcome by warm, loving emotion with that owl. Interesting. I know there was some carved stuff. We'll start up at the top. I know there was some carved stuff that like holds a strong memory. Like holds a really strong feeling. Let's see. Worried about this Oxford Spire. Or the Orford Spire. Submergent goat's blood for 9 days and 9 nights. That's creepy. Honestly, it's had to impart vitality and clarity of thought. Stella's on the bed licking her foot. You're incredibly happy because even though your anxiety is still worse than you'd like it to be, you got some good advice at your therapy appointment. Love to hear that, Pine. That's great news. That's excellent news. I'm glad that therapy is feeling good for you. Hi, Majin Shan. I know you were very nervous about therapy too. It can be imbued with a feeling such as love or joy, then held tightly to recall the same feeling. Sometimes they feature crescent shapes associated with... This owl could be... That's a crescent shape, actually. I was thinking that that tree thing was... that one thing, but this I have more confidence. Stop it. This I have more confidence might be a Selenic totem. So, Selenic totem. I'm gonna put them next to each other so I don't forget. Yeah, good for the advice. I hope the anxiety goes away soon too. I agree. Okay. I'm gonna put these two next to each other so I don't freak out. I don't like forget them later. Okay. It was your first appointment with a new therapist, but you felt good about the vibes, so you're gonna go back in a couple weeks, and I hope you can work on some of the stuff that the therapist was talking to you about. I need to take a break, y'all. It's time to feed my dog and also feed myself. I need a snack. Stella's already dust. That's a little dramatic. Hold on. Here we go. Just a slight bit dramatic. Stella's, look at her. Look at this dog. Does she look dusty too? Are you dusty, little girl? Get some dinner? We'll go downstairs. Yeah? Wanna go? You ready? Ready for dinner? All right. Yeah, that's her magic word. So we're gonna go get some dinner. She's quite ready. Can't even lift her little head up, right? Oh yeah, but she's wagging her little booty now. You see that booty wagging? Oh yeah, she's happy. Okay, so I'm gonna feed this dog, and when I come back, it'll be time for some more Strange Antiquities. Let me hit pause on this game. I don't know if time is still rolling. I hope to God not. I hope to God it is not rolling. Hold on, let me see. 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. Might be passing. Oh! I hope not. I don't know if you can pause this game. Crap. I hope time doesn't pass too much. I don't know what to do. If anyone wants to look up like how to pause time in Strange Antiquities, I'd appreciate it. But in the meantime, I gotta go feed this dog. Sadly, I can't stop that. So I will see you all when I come back. That's terrible news. Oh, I have to push this. Hold on. It's back to Strange Antiquities we go. Oh, I think I could put this in my archive. Boom. That's all done. I think... I don't remember if I was doing anything in particular, like looking at different things or assigning it to different things, but let's see who our next customer is. It's Julia Braddock. Ah, Jupiter, you meet again. Jupiter's a kitty cat. Our paths crossed late last night on Princess Street. Yeah, she's from Princess Street. We shared a moment before he slunk off into the dark on important business, no doubt. I wonder if you can help me. I'm visiting my grandmother later and I wanted to bring her something. She lives all along the edge of town, out on Clanbrook Road, and I don't always manage to go out there as often as I like. Okay. I thought a moon heart would bring her some comfort. Moon heart, huh? There's an index in the back. So, let's see about this. Moon heart. Ah, Selenic totem. Great. Perfect. And I think I know which one is this. It's so funny because I think I just sussed this one out. Wait, did that have other words on it? Oh no, okay, it doesn't. Okay, I think this is the Selenic totem. Because it gives good vibes. Okay, so, the third part has a game that my Zydle shared today at Discord. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. I hope my Zydle is too. For a split second, you thought that tree outside the window was a hand. Ooh, creepy. And your pillow become lumpy and matted. It was a pillow from the thrift store, and you were giving them a claim to be safe. Smart idea. I wonder if that was like a real down pillow. You heard trails in the sky has been mentioned. So that must be the third game that my Zydle was talking about and that you were talking about, Juan. Okay. I remember you playing like, I feel like it was like Trails of Cold Steel or something. Is that in the same like genre kind of? All right, I think this is the Selenic Totem. And I'm right. I don't think you'll ever see someone as good at this franchise as me. I'm just going to put it out there, okay? Like, sorry to everyone else who streams this game, but I might be the best. Like, Strange Horticulture, I don't think I got a single thing wrong. I'm about to have the same run at this game. Godlike. Okay, this is probably the dumbest thing in the world to toot my own horn about, but I am toodalooting over here. Same series, just a different arc. Interesting. I remember when you were playing the Trails of Cold Steel, you really seemed to enjoy that, kind of. It was the cheapest a lot. It didn't look super high quality, but it was soft. Oh, maybe you melted some plastic. I see. That's why I got all lumpy and stuff. You already played the OG version? Usually don't play remakes of games you've already played. I see, my Zydle. Because since you've already enjoyed the story, maybe you're not gonna need to do that again. I'm tooting. Stand back. Cover your nose. I'm tooting my horn. So this is a carved totem. The owl is associated with the knights. It bears a concealed crescent shape, and using the closer inspect tool tells me it imparts a feeling of joy. I assume I can get like hints about things. Oh, this wizard doesn't require an item. Yeah. Okay, so it seems like you can get hints about items if you don't know what to do. But like, I don't need to do that because I knew what to do. And we got the something in Grim. This eerie creation was worn by a priest of Holgar, so Holgen Grim, in various rituals relating to death and afterlife. The sacrament to ask for his protection, Wolfsong's truth to seek his judgment, path of the warrior to help the dead find their way. Well, I'll have to look at that. Let's see the Holgen something or other. Where's the Holgen something? Maybe it didn't get put in my book yet? That's weird. Well, let's look in the index about like Holgen Grim. Why didn't it show up? These eerie creations are worn by priests of Holgar. I feel like it's the cat mask. Rituals relating to death and the afterlife. The sacrament to ask for his protection. Wolfsong's truth to seek his judgment. Path of the warrior to help the dead find their way. Interesting. Now, this may not be an evil thing just because these folks are wearing kind of scary robes and stuff. Because, as you learn from Look Outside, sometimes folks wearing weird, scary robes can be good. Oh, the original doesn't have a Spanish translation. Does the new one have a Spanish translation, Juan? You want to get the remake? But it's kind of expensive, so you're happy waiting. Okay. I see you. Also, there's a PSA Humble Bundle has a Remedy bundle. For $27, where you can get Alan Wake, Control, Quantum Break, and Max Payne 1 and 2. Fascinating. Very cool. That's a bargain I heard Alan Wake 2 was amazing, so. Yes, let's hope, Juan, that it's translated into Spanish. I really hope so. I feel like all modern games should be translated into most languages, you know. So, Wolfsong's truth. Sacrament. Where? Holgen Grim. Oh, this is all mentioned in Holgen Grim. Okay, but it doesn't tell us what it means. Okay, so I think this is the Holgen Grim. Holgen Grim? Let me put that like, where Right here. Okay. Let's see who's next. Does she come up in my thing of things? She does not come up in my thing of things. Okay. Miss Daisy Winters is here. A friend of mine, or former friend, I should say, has been stealing jewelry from me. 3 necklaces have gone missing over the past few weeks, including one that was a gift from my late grandmother. Whoa, that's rough. Do you have a suitable pendant I could leave lying out for her to find that will teach her a lesson and make sure it never happens again? A suitable pendant. I will need to make a choice here. There are no wrong answers, but my decision will no doubt affect events in motion outside my shop. So I could use the binding seed or the Zaya. I should read about those and see what they do. Now, I believe the binding seed was like miserable. And also maybe not a pendant. Well, it might be that little curly one. The binding seed amplifies feelings of guilt and shame. It is a form of punishment. The Zaya instills sense of fear and paranoia. It's difficult to remove. They are made of any single material except for wood or clay. They typically have no symbol or writings upon their surface. Okay. So, this I think is a binding seed. I don't like how this makes me feel. I think this is the binding seed. And what would the Zaya pendant be? That muffled sounds, painful darkness, right? As if it holds untold fears inside. For other pendants. This one feels like it's watching us. I don't think we got any vibes from this one. My heart feels lighter. We don't want them to steal this one. No vibes from this. And there was no vibes from this. However, every sound is louder and more clear. Okay, we'll use the binding seed. It's gonna make her friend feel guilty for stealing the stuff, instead of making the friend super paranoid. Which is probably this one. Could this be the Zaya? Let's read about the Zaya real quick. What about the neck? To place them close to the heart, these innocent-looking items instill a sense of fear and paranoia. They're made of any single material. And this is actually dual material, isn't it? Bronze and iron, so that's not a Zaya. Interesting. I don't know if we have a Zaya. This is made of bronze, but it's got wisdom on it, and well, let's see what the vibes are. Nothing to remark. Nothing about the eyeball. Anything else? I mean, this is also... I have a strong sense of being watched. Is this made of two... This is all bronze. Did it say excluding bronze? I think this might be a Zaya. Paranoia, right? I have a sense of being watched. Instills a feeling of fear and paranoia. They typically have no symbol or writing. So this might be our Zaya right here. I'll label this one as Zaya, question mark. I don't want to give that one. That's definitely something I would steal if I was a necklace stealer. We're going to give the binding seed. And hopefully it'll make the friend regret their ways. Let's see here. They have a bundle with the Ace Attorney games. A bunch of Mega Man stuff and Ghost Trick. That's a cool bundle right there. Also, it looks like the ad break is going to start soon. I gotta warn y'all, no jump scares for you. Oh, damn, here it is. Trails is a massive ongoing series of games, all connected, all happening in the same world. It's better when it's played in order and you've played the first 10. It sounds like there's a lot. Wow. Wowzers. Honestly, these types of games gotta sponsor me at this point, right? Even Swaffo had said that they bought the game after I had played it for one day because I was like having so much fun with it. So, the Mentic and the Wick Stick. This is definitely the binding seed is definitely a binding seed. It's a form of punishment that amplifies feelings of guilt and shame. Better than okay, guilt and shame or fear and paranoia that you can't take off. I feel like the guilt and shame, she's going to be like, ugh, fine, I'm sorry. I stole all your necklaces. Here's them back. I feel like the fear and paranoia that compounds and compounds and compounds. I feel like her friend is going to like end herself. And they used to be friends. So maybe when the stealer like gives back the item or the items that she stole, maybe then they could reclaim their friendship. Fear and paranoia you can't take off. That's why you have a new therapist, right? Let's give her the binding seed. 2 materials, wood and stone. The spiral surrounds a seed, a stone. We learned the shield charm. Generic charms of protection have little to offer the skilled thaumaturge, but can have some small effect. An oshadic spirit or a wandering shroud will not abide them. Uh-oh, for example. Uh-oh. I gave that one guy the oshadic bottle. Hope I didn't like open it up and unleash a spirit upon the world. That would be pretty bad, right? Such charms make use of the art of symbology, an ancient and some would say primitive component of thaumaturgy. They can be made from various materials, though rarely precious metals. So, generic charms of protection, huh? Okay. So, wandering shrouds and oshadic spirits will not abide them. Let's see. We've been getting so much stuff. Shield charm. Yeah, he's holding it up. It seems to be like a circular object, huh? Generic charm of protection. Didn't I mean, this could be a freaking charm of protection, couldn't it? My heart feels lighter. But this also, ain't that the protection symbol? That might be a generic charm of protection. Take a look at my books. Protection was just the intersecting squares, right? Yeah. And I thought maybe that was a sun bond. Let me check the sun bond real quick. It should be like the next page or so. Pretty far away, actually. Small, lightweight, designed to be carried discreetly, made of a non-precious metal, housing a gemstone of light. Okay. So this is not a sun bond. This is a generic protection amulet. Question mark. Okay. Cool, yeah, wait. And the sun bond, it said, let's see. I gotta put this back over here because I don't associate that one being on that side. So, wait, the sun bond surrounds... Okay, a non-precious metal houses a gemstone of lights. Okay, non-precious metal. Iron. A black gemstone. Kind of don't think that's a gemstone of light. This is too many gemstones. Anything that's like a non-precious metal? I don't think we have anything like that yet. Okay, so let's see who's next. They found a man just now in the house where all them ravens were. I wish I hadn't seen, but I did. He was sheet white, but his eyes... It was his eyes that would give me nightmares. All black they were. It was like he weren't there anymore. I don't need to wait around for another sign. I'm taking my family to Sedberg, and I'll be taking a libula to see us safely through. Okay. Now, which of these did I say was a lipula? We got vinegar, evacants, orange shackle, classic ring. I think this is the libula. Let me double check. It's always good to double check. Hi, Nove. Good to see you. Can I interest you in a libula? Libula purported to offer reassurance in times of upheaval, but they're not held in high regard by most scholars of the occult. The imbuement of wisdom shows the libula is not merely decorative. There's power in symbology. Okay, so I think this is our libula. The Undermere is a symbol of wisdom. We learned about witches' fingers. They're said to be the severed digits of the witch of Undermere. They're capable of inflicting intense pain, but the goal is supposedly the purification of the body. A most unpleasant experience, but a last resort that has cured some and finished off others. Interesting. Let me, now we know this is a libula. Boom. Okay. Anything else that I have ID'd positively that, like, we gave off today? It would be... Well, the Selenic Totem, we had that right. So... Selenic Totem. Not Toem, which I hear is a great game. Anything else that I did? The Zaya. I'm pretty sure that's the Zaya. Dr. Zayas, Dr. Zayas. The binding seed we ID'd appropriately as well. We know that is a binding seed for sure. Okay. Alrighty. Now, let me read that description of the witch's hand, because I bet this thing is the witch's hand. This is the wrong thing. Although, foresight, there is an eyeball on this. It's an interesting symbol. It's like an eyeball with like a diamond around it. Look at that. Could also be like a sun. Kinda was giving also. Where the hell is it? The creepy ass thing. Okay, let's. What has 6 points on it, which would be an odd hand, wouldn't it? So it was called the Witch's Finger. The High Green Church is home of the witch. Severed digits of the Witch's Finger. They're capable of inflicting intense pain, but the goal is supposedly purification of the body. Maybe we should go to the High Green Church. It's not rusted's blood. It has an energy about it. I have nothing to remark. Substance flake off and leaves markings on my fingertips. Raised detailing. Iron, gray metal fleck with dark red. Okay. I'm thinking that might be the witch thing, but let's go to the place it was just talking about. That was a very specific Simpsons reference. Oh, the Dr. Zaya song? Yeah. Well, my brother and I just watched a remix of it on YouTube the other day. Trail's defining characteristics is that every NPC, including minor ones, has dialogue that updates every time the main plot advances. So every NPC has its own personal plot, usually unrelated to the main plot. I can imagine why you wouldn't want to replay that game, having gone back and forth between every town to see the dialogue as it updates. Yeah, a completionist who wants to see all dialogue must do NPC's dialogues after every main quest. That sounds like a lot. That would kind of be tough to stream, I think, in my opinion. Unpleasant experience, but it has cured some. This could also be Witch's Fingers. Oh, I didn't read where that was. Again, High Green Church. Interesting. I kind of want to go to High Green Church. Also, that guy had said they found the guy's body. I don't remember where they said they found it. And Juan, how about anime hour? What anime would you like to talk about right now? The church is old and the roof is in need of repairs. Moss and lichen add splashes of color to the otherwise gray exterior. I wander around the back of the church where an old yew stands. Its gnarled branches scratch gently against faded gravestones in the breeze. The pastor strays into my moment of quiet reflection and imparts some local lore. The tree is known as the Witch of High Green Church. The tree is the witch. Interesting. And there are those that believe it to have unnatural powers. While the tree lives, the witch's fingers cut from its limbs are alleged to provide healing through pain. Moon and witch sign. Interesting. See, I thought the other hand thing could have been the witch, but this is probably the witch's fingers. Okay. Because it did have blood on it. So that is witch's fingers. Glad we went. That was very informative. It would be entire streams of dialogue runs, right? It's not an anime, but yes to animation. Oh yes, my brother was talking about that. The Knights of Guinevere. That's made by the folks that made the Digital Circus, which he is intrigued by. So, yeah, they made Digital Circus, Murder Drones, A Pilot of Gaslight District. Indeed. So my brother is a big fan of the Amazing Digital Circus. Is this like a swirling? What is this? The Pit. I might die if I go here. I wonder where they said that gentleman's house was that died. I forget. Oh no. Can't remember if any of these sound right. I can't remember. Is there something that shows the old dialogue? Can't recall. Yeah, I want to watch it because it sounds really cool. It sounds a little bit like Westworld. Something else. Since it mentions like Knights and Guinevere, I'm wondering if there's like a Knights of the Round Table kind of theme to it. Gotta pet my cat again. You should explore, but I don't remember what street that fella said that the gentleman died on. I don't think there's any harm in exploring. This was a mistake. Oh darn, that hurt. Ooh, that hurt my sanity. That sucks. What this is. There's nothing here. This doesn't seem right. There's nothing here. Okay. We'll stop doing that now. I thought I could just explore and have fun. But it seems like I go a little crazy anytime I go someplace and there's nothing there. So we won't bump around too much then. I'll wait till the next day. Yeah, it does seem a little bit gory, potentially. I hope it will be a good story, too. It seems kind of cool. A deep pain radiated down the side of the rider's head where he had sliced himself with the diverging hook, and his thoughts were scattered and torn. Could not see out of his left eye. You had to reach back barrow, huh? Okay. Kind of like a key of some sort? No, that looks like a place. Okay. We're gonna have to look at the map and go to this place. Alrighty. Oh, show me my... Hold on, I need my card over here. And then this. Okay. I think it's this one down here. Just like upside down. This thing on Princess Street. I think it's this house right here. On Princess Street. It would be that one, but maybe we should double check. Make sure there's nothing else that looks like it. Because I don't want to be wrong and be like, this is a mistake. You're going crazy now. You know. Because I could be overlooking a very obvious thing that it's supposed to be. This has got the curl in it, but that goes the wrong way. It's like flat-backed. This is flat-backed here. But it doesn't end in this. This is kind of where it ends, and then there's this house. So I gotta make sure we're going to the right place. I'm glad you're excited for Knights of Guinevere. My brother was just telling me about that. He's thrilled about it himself. You know, I don't see any other streets that look like this. I really don't. I feel like it's gonna be this one in Princess Street. Boom shakalaka, baby. There's a narrow gap between the two houses and I spy a small wooden chest wedged firmly inside. Slowly, I manage to work it loose, and when it finally comes free, it shoots out into the hard ground and snaps open, revealing its long-hidden treasures. We've got 2 items here. Whoa, weird. We got this thing, which is gold. Some malachite, some kind of topaz, and a black gemstone. This feels like it could lock into something else. It's weathered, but the stones are hard and cool. No sight or smells, or no like sounds or smells. Nothing else there. Okay, let me put this over here. You feel like? Let's go with this thing. No, that doesn't go in that thing. Does that go here? No. Okay. Okay. And what about this thing? Is this some sort of liquid? It seems to make the hairs stand up on the back of my neck. This is some sort of preserved hair or something? It's cold. And the wood is polished. There's a white hair, a glass filled with blue liquid, silver. Weird. Okay, let's put it on the shelf so nobody picks it up. All right. Next up. Francesca Robertson. Looks like you've made an enemy out of a creature. Good afternoon. Oh, no, morning. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. I'm Francesca Robertson, a doctor of sorts. I assume you've heard about Mr. Hungerford? Uh-oh. I'm used to dealing with maladies of an occult nature, but black eyes, certainly unusual. Did I run into Mr. Hungerford? Didn't I help him? Was he the other guy that was like, I've sensed the shadows creeping in or whatever? Oops. I feel like I talked to Mr. Hungerford. He might have been my first client. I don't remember. Anyway. I've heard of something like this before, but I don't see how it could be the same thing. Either way, I'm hopeful an evocant will have some effect. I think this is our evocant. Maybe the kitty. Kitty, 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 kitty. Yeah, the cat has it. Wait, hold on. Let me see if I can put it next to it. It'll push it off. That would be so funny. Boom, shakalaka. It's made of stone. It is exactly 1 pound. It should weigh as much as a man's heart. Which is approximately a pound. A Daedalus link. Daedalus link is a powerful object capable of producing a levitation field. The field is extremely fragile, however, so it would be prudent to not take risks. These items are surprisingly light in weight. The designs vary, but they might point to some facet of flight, a feather, or the wings of a bird or insects. Interesting. Maybe this is a Daedalus link. Let's get our weighted thing out. Okay, it weighs less than half a pound. Surprisingly light for silver, I'd say. So this might be a Daedalus link. could be that. Let's see if there's anything else that has to do with like flight. Nothing on this side. Nothing on this side either, aside from all this weird stuff. What's up in here? And was there anything else I want to look at? Oh, this is my Vestiger for sure. It's pretty cool. Now. My weight's away. Don't want to wear out my scale. What else do I want to do? Wish I could check back on like... Okay, so we can see what she has said. She's a doctor of sorts. It says, growing up, Francesca's father was her hero. When he died suddenly and tragically in a mysterious incident, no one seemed able or willing to give her the answer she demanded, and she grew tired of being fed the same stories that she knew could not be true. As she had entered adulthood, she learned how to find out things for herself. And what she learned opened her mind to a world she couldn't have known existed. A world of occult maladies and dark articles. She learned about Tormund's paralysis, Hobbs' fear, and the Sapphire Curse. And she learned that these maladies could be cured. Interesting. She seems like she's going to be a great ally to us. You think you're done with Silksong? You've gotten really far, but the game is less and less fun. You explored every corner of the map. You only have annoying endgame bosses to fight. Yeah, you don't have to do everything, Ziv. I know you're a big, like, completionist kind of person, but you don't have to do everything. Also, PHP, you want to check out my outfit? Check this out. This is the real kit. Look. Look at these pants. Pretty cool pants, I think. Oh, there's a big rose on my butt. And then we got these fun earrings over here as well. Pretty cool. Pretty much everything. I think literally everything I'm wearing I borrowed from my mom. So she just gave me these pants. I borrowed this necklace from her a million years ago. This ring I borrowed from her. This bracelet I borrowed from her. These earrings. These are clip-ons that are hers. So there you go. That's great, Ziff. Feel like you got your money's worth. That's all you need, really. Oh, thaumic objects. What makes something thaumic? It's a thaumic object. Like thaumaturge, I guess all these objects are thaumic. Placing an object over a thaumic lens. Could this be like the thaumic lens? Let's wait for a second. Placing an object over it. Oh, that's nothing. This ain't a thaumic lens. Okay. Oh, let me make sure. What did we recently give somebody? Oh, yeah, this. The Daedalus. Wait. Did I? No. What did that lady just ask for? Oh, an Evocant. Yeah. Evocants. Perfect. Okay. It's about the same as a man's heart. Temperance Parker's here. I had a quiet chat with Edmund Bishop in the Guilty Ram last night. He's always got an interesting story to tell, but last night he was different. I can tell he's worried, which has me worried too. I know it's not much, but I'd like a shield charm all the same. Okay. Shield charm. I think that's the generic protection amulet. Generic protection. Yep. Here you go. Identified 10 items. I'm already an apprentice. Incredible. We learned about St. John's Anvil. Like St. John's Wort. These items have much in common with St. John's poppy plants of the same name, a fact that is reflected in their designs. They, however, have different uses. Whereas the plant helps to overcome deafness, an anvil will deafen sound. They can even be used tuned to filter out certain noises but allow others to be heard still. This might be a St. John's anvil. St. John's anvil. Okay. And then we also just correctly ID'd the shield charm. Okay. Oh, that's correct, though. We gotta lock that in. 97% is great, Ziff. I think that's fantastic. You should be very proud of yourself. Langston Hughes is here. There's something I wanted to show you. I didn't like the look of it, so I left it where I found it. What if it's cursed? Okay. It was hanging behind an old shed, all overgrown with ivy. Let me draw a quick map for you. Okay. There. Okay. Thanks, pal. Bet you get a lot of weirdos like this when you have your own job. Okay. There's a church. Right? And there's woods next to the church. I think it's this thing, probably. If I had to guess. It's probably this one. Oh, there's two churches. There's the High Green Church, and there's the Undermere Church. So you're just at the High Green Church. Let me take a look at this. Well, this is a branchy thing. I think I am right, and it's this one. Church, woods, water, rectangular thing, tiny thing. The other one is church. There's no woods around it. Yeah, so it's got to be this one. Shablousers. The shed is actually a wooden summer house that looks over the pond, but it's clear that it hasn't been used in some time. Thick brambles claw their way up and over one side of the structure, and ivy covers the rest in a mottled green cloak. I find what I'm looking for in the rear, as I usually do. Parts of the ivy have been torn away recently, revealing an amulet hanging from a rusted nail. Something else catches my eye as I reach for it, and I notice there is another pendant hanging next to it, almost completely hidden by the ivy. You may go back to... Oh, by the way, the ad break starts in a minute. Finally, I'm catching it. Thank God. You might go back to it if there's patches or if they put an easy mode on. That would be fun. Honestly, I would love an easy mode. I would probably play Silksong on easy mode. We've got 2 items discovered. Fascinating. Interesting. Let's have a look at them. It's bronze with an orange gemstone. It feels warmer than I would expect. No smell. And no vibes. And this. Gold and silver intertwined. It's warm and vibrating with energy. No smell. No vibes. Okay, cool. I still think this is the St. John's anvil, even though we just got this thing that the leaf kind of looks like a... I think they did that to trick me. Alright, Miss Verona. My Verona. Eli's picked a bad time to leave Undermere. I've come here from the Hungerford house, where I've been helping Dr. Robertson and looking for any clues about what happened there. Didn't I help out Mr. Hungerford at the start of this game? Did I screw that up? There wasn't much to go on. I found a shattered oceanic vessel. Whatever did this was no creeping dark. There was a strange black stain on the flagstone floor I didn't like the look of. And the ravens, very unusual. But at least they seem to have dispersed. I think I might have accidentally killed that guy. Because I gave him the oceanic vessel. I'm going to take a trip to Gleeson Castle to see if Edmund Bishop can shed any light on their behavior. But first, I would like a vestiger. Whatever this is, we don't want it spreading. This is my vestiger, and you are surely allowed to use it. Boom. Using a candle, I will confer the flames burn blue in the presence of this vestiger. Yeah, girl. For the banishment of Hobbs' fear and Noctic sight, use a Moonstone Guardian. These tend to take the form of a comforting guardian. Okay. Interesting. Let me see, does this thing make me feel comfortable? No. Okay, I need a comforting guardian. What the hell's my vestiger? I'm putting it over here to keep the disease away, to be honest. I want the bad vibes out of my store. So, we just learned about something. Yikes. My own guardian. Okay, for the banishment of Hobbs' fear and Noctic sight. For the banishment. Okay. Of Hobbs' fear. It's only mentioned there. Must be some kind of curse. Interesting. There's a cat. Yes, its name is Jupiter. Isn't that cute? These tend to take the form of a comforting guardian. This could be it. A comforting guardian. Well, this thing is not comforting at all. That's not comforting either. Okay, if I had to guess... Well, we don't get comfort from this thing. So, maybe it's some other thing. Nothing yet can fit into this thing. Okay. So I plan on playing Silksong eventually, yeah. I don't need to get to it right away, because I'm already playing some, games on release, like this game and Death Stranding. So I feel like if I play anything else on release, more folks are going to avoid watching the show. I have some folks in this community that are like really big fans of that kind of game and are currently playing it. So the cat is the owner of the store owner, we'll say, as all cats are the masters of whoever has decided to pick them up. Okay, this can go into our archives now. I have found this place. I mean, we could go somewhere else. They kept mentioning the place where they went, so I should look into that. Gleaston Castle. And the Hungerford House. Let's see if those are places I can go to. Starting with the Hungerford House. I'll see you right away. Oh, I'd love to stop by Strange Horticulture, honestly. The Curious Plant Shop on the edge of town is a quiet haven away from the bustle of the center. Ordinarily, I'd be delighted to while away some time there, but I have important work to do. Yet an hour later, I find myself leaving the shop with a potted palliance and a weight off my shoulders. I've been chatting with the proprietor about the similarities and differences between our two disciplines, with the gently purring hellebore curled up in my lap. Yay! Got ourselves a plant. We do like a good plant, don't we? And this is palliance. That's cool. Yeah, exactly. Nice shirt. Thank you. I borrowed it for my mom. Yeah, I don't want to play too many games at once on launch because I know folks don't want to see stuff. They want to like see it for themselves. So you just restarted to update your phone. It looks so different. The top icon trays are changed and the colors have more contrast. Oh, God. That's maddening. I'm sorry. I hate it when that happens. My phone's got a black lock screen now for some reason. My mom's is the same too. Maybe we need to restart it. We usually, our lock screens usually are like, it like cycles in different cat pictures or something. But for some reason, that's not working. Gleaston Castle we can go to, or the Hungerford House. Before you rest and get dinner, here's the release notes. Part 3. There's Hike Northern Lights, which is an action-adventure pixel art game. Marissa of Lyretop Mountain, which is a cozy RPG. Toa and the Guardians of the Sacred Tree, which is a roguelike with an anime style. I think I saw it. It looked kind of cool. And then, of course, Trails of the Sky. The first chapter. Which is a remake of the RPG. That's right. I'm sorry for the yawn. I guess I'm a little sleepy. But thank you, Juan. Please enjoy dinner, and thanks for telling us all these great new games that are coming out. Yeah. If you have an Android, maybe it's changed in the setting. True. Heartburn for my tuna. Okay, Gleason Castle. The Hungerford House. We're going to look up the Hungerford House first. I don't see any such thing. Okay, what about Gleason Castle? I don't think I saw Gleason Castle. Kind of want to go to the library, but if we have no reason to go there, it might drive us crazy. Okay, I don't see Gleason Castle anywhere. Haygarth Hall is number 25. Yeah. Maybe that's in like the more like developed area. Okay. Or the more underdeveloped area. Who knows? Don't see any castles. The eye sounds interesting though. Alright, get me out of here. Go this way. You like it better? It just caught you off guard. Oh, okay. Then you don't have to worry about updates and whatnot then. Let's end our day. Easier to read is always better, honestly. 2 days earlier, the writer and his fellow adventurer were deep underground, exploring the tunnels below the Kirkhead Tower, where they made a discovery. Their elation at their find would soon turn to horror. Let's see what little shape we can find next. Oh, it's a key. Okay. Oh, okay. Interesting. Oh, maybe this will open up some stuff in our shop. After a disagreement between two houses, I was buried behind lock and key. Interesting. Let's take a look at the map. After a disagreement between two houses, I was buried behind lock and key. I was thinking those would be street names, honestly. Let's see if there's something named... Well, the lock house is 7. So there... 7 is right here. Buried behind lock and key. Well, Keystone Manor, lock and key. I would say this is behind them. And it surely is. A large flat slab of granite marks the otherwise empty field. It bears an inscription. On this spot in the year 1813, Arthur Key did shoot and kill the beloved horse of Wellington Lock. How dare he, the bastard. Buried at the foot of the slab, I find an unlocked chest containing a handful of legal documents, as well as a pistol and another item that catches my attention. Do I get the gun? Oh, okay. This might be the Aries symbol. Can I get the gun, though? Because that sounds wild. That seems like the Aries constellation, to be honest. Let's see. It's slate with a dark purple gemstone. It's rough. Although the little gems are like... smooth. No vibes. It has no vibes. Let me see that Aries thing. Because that looks like that constellation. Yeah. It's just upside down. Colors and tones. Light and shadow can be felt through touch. They're sometimes used by those who work in low light conditions such as miners. The gemstones are in the Aries remnant are arranged in the shape of the constellation that shares its name. Okay. This is that Ares remnant or something. I think that's what it was called. I'm so good. Sick with it. Let's put it up with the other necklaces. That's a cool looking cat, right? With the 2 differently colored eyes. So awesome. What a cool kitty cat. Alright. Who is up first? Oh, it's my boss, Eli. Well, the shop's still standing. I've been doing great, except for I might have killed somebody. Oops. Say what you will about Undermere, but this town is never quiet for long. I leave for a few days and everyone's talking about ravens and curses. I'm going to need to find Verona to get up to speed on what's going on. At least I didn't come away from Ravenglass empty-handed. Can always rely on quiet Susan to unearth an interesting trinket or two. Okay. You got some trinkets for me? Interesting. That could be a Daedalus link. Let's take a look. No vibes. It smells like a rotten egg. Cool and smooth. The feathers are soft. It's green porcelain, golds, pinkish gemstone, which might be rhodondites, and white feather. Could that be the Daedalus charm? Powerful object capable of producing a levitating field. It's fragile, so be prudent not to take risks. The items are surprisingly light in weight. Let's see about that. I'll be the judge of that. It's like a ½ pound weight. Put this on it. That's heavy as hell. Okay, this is not a Daedalus link. It's some other stinky egg thing. Your focus is on the cat. No worries, it's a good cat. I'm petting it now. Hello, Scary Bot. How are you doing? When is this camping trip of yours gonna be? Okay. Wait, it's just stuck at this. It's just stuck now. Uh-oh, I broke my clock. Oh god. I done broke it. Oops. Maybe the mask will help? No. Maybe warming it up a bit will help. Kitty kitty. No? Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure the clock is fine. The camping trip is next weekend. It's just one night, so you're having to make sure you can make food, set up your tent, and have the right clothing. Okay, sounds fun. What kind of card would you like to celebrate your 81 months? I just got this new deck, which is the Urban Crow Oracle, with fun pictures and of crows and stuff on it. So if crows are interesting to you, you might appreciate that deck. Next up. Oh, this is the girl that was stealing. I'm not a good person. I'm pushing away the only people I care about. Help me do better, please. I have to change, but I don't know how. What do you have that can help me banish my inner demons and make the changes stick this time? I remember that. Yeah, I remember something about banishing inner demons. Let's look it up in the index. Inner demons. Where's the horn shackle? The ability to overcome personal demons. The horn shackle. Okay. And that was this little thing. You can do it, girl. I believe in you. Let's go with the crows. Okay, let me open up this deck then. I'm excited for it. I'm quite thrilled. I also hope you all are enjoying this game. I must say, I'm enjoying it immensely. The time just flies by. It feels like a grown-up I Spy book or something. You know, there's just like fun stuff to look at and you're like, ooh, where's this? You know. What's this thing? What's the story here? I love those I Spy books growing up. They're so much fun. Okay. I have got the package open. It's very chill. And doesn't it fit? Like, we're getting into fall. I know it's not fall yet. Fall officially starts very soon. Next week, I believe. Probably next Wednesday or Thursday. And I feel like this game is the vibe for fall. If I had to make a YouTube video about, like, the top coziest games to play for fall, this game would be up there. This and Strange Horticulture. Okay. Look at this cool crow. That's just the back of it. All right, I'm going to give this a shuffle. And we shall see, Scary Thoughts, what the crows have to say. Maybe they have some wise advice to impart upon you. You know, I know you're going through some difficult stuff. So this is the inaugural crowing, indeed. You're also literally about to say you're watching an old PBG video for his Goodwill Games series where he plays a point-and-click I Spy game. You were going to say this reminds you a lot of that. Our psychic link has been established. Also, Autobuddha, thank you for the Night Clown protection. Did you know that a horn shackle will protect you from night clowns? So if you have any fun little carved wooden animals around the house, that will protect you. Just make sure it has a horn on it. It's like a rhinoceros or like a goat, something like that, a deer. If you have any wooden totems with fun horns on it. It can't be made of horn, though. It's got to be like a little wooden thing. All right, Scary Thought. Let's see what your crow is. I'm going to actually cut this in half. All right. 49. Territory. I don't know if you can see that. Actually, let's max it out for a second. This is a new deck. So this is about territory. Okay. Let's see what it has to say in the guidebook. 49. Crows are very territorial. They have distinct groups and they will not hang out too long on a block that is not theirs. Territory indicates that someone may be entering your space uninvited or that you may be one who is the intruder. This card may also ask if you're protecting something out of a concern that someone may be trying to step on your toes or take over something that you cherish. When territory appears in a reading, you may need to consider what boundaries are in place or if they're needed. Will the situation benefit from establishing some ground rules? Territory may also appear if you need to carve out some space for yourself, whether that be within your home or in the form of some time alone. It's so funny, Scary Thought, given what we were talking about earlier. You may need to define an area that is solely yours and yours alone. That's great. Some alone time. Well, hopefully the camping will help with that. It knows. The crows know. The crows know. Here's another psychic link. You were going to the music section of Discord to post Dramamine by Modest Mouse, and I made the announcement that I wasn't going to take the Dramamine. Wow. You used to watch PBG a lot. I hope you still do. I haven't watched Peebs in a long time. I usually watch PBG on Twitch. And predominantly after the show when I send you all over there, you know. See about this person. Ooh, the person who made this deck is an award-winning Seattle-based artist, writer, mother, and lover of all things magical, especially crows. Very cool. This is her first published deck. Margot Jones Culane. Margot, just like our very own Margot. But it's spelled with an X instead of a LT. Okay. So, thank you for getting our first crow, Scary Thought. I'm excited to see more. Peeves is still doing this thing. He has a little girl and he cusses now. Really? He cusses now? I'm surprised. I thought, you know, having a kid would make one cuss less, but I don't think Peeps cussed at all ever. Emma. I got a new deck. I have a problem. But now I also have an Urban Crow deck and a problem. I won't get any more new decks this year. It's good to see you though, Emma. How are you? Francesca Robertson. The Evocant didn't snap Mr. Hungerford out of it, unfortunately. Well, rough. Hi, Alex. Good to see you. It's strange. At times he appears almost awake, but he is deep in a trance and I cannot seem to get anything out of him. He seems to be searching for something. I'm beginning to suspect this is beyond my skill set, but I'm not willing to give up so easily. I know it's a bad idea, but I'm going to need a sleep vessel. Girl, that is a bad idea to help me go through this week. Okay. Did I have any ideas yet on which one of my items might be a sleep vessel? Be something with a purple tag. Wait, that's a vessel of some sort. Let me read my book and look on my sleep vessels. Okay. Urban Crows, it's a fun... I feel like it's a different vibe from some of the other stuff we have, you know? Like, there's something kind of a little spooky about it, but like really cool. It's like a different energy. YouTube is also relaxing their swearing rules. No way, really? I had no idea. He figures his community grew up with him, so he's dropped the no cussing thing. He was over 10 years being family friendly, I see. Well, I wonder if he started cussing on stream and then he was like, and then like if folks called him out on it and he's like, I'm sorry I cussed. And now he's like, I'm cussing as much as I want. So a sleep vessel, the 6 points of a sleep vessel are said to represent the 6 thaumic disciplines. Selenic, Dradic. Y'all know what it is. Okay. Help people stay awake beyond the natural limits by storing their fatigue. Over time, and repeated use, it becomes more difficult to handle, as though the undreamed nightmares within are beginning to seep out. Okay. 6 points is what we're looking for. This is 6 points. And it has an eyeball that's like open. This has 6 points as well. But there's a darkness to it, as if it holds untold fears inside. This has an energy about it. Is there anything else about the sleep vessel? It stores their fatigue. That has 6 points. This has 6 points too. Nothing to remark. Weathered. I'm unveiling my forehead, and so my thinking powers are coming out. How have you been, by the way, Emma? I hope you're well. He was forced to start cussing to balance me out. That's hilarious. All right, I think this is a sleep vessel. Oh, I'm wrong. I can't believe it. Oh my god. The first one. The first time I've been wrong. I think this is the Sextrum. 6 points. 6 points. I mean, this has 6 points, but I think this is the Sextrum. I can't believe I got something wrong, y'all. Can you believe it? Thought we'd never see the day. Is it this creepy ass thing? The darkness to it. I don't think that's right. It should store fatigue. I'm worried about this. There's a darkness to it. That's the sleep vessel? That's a shock. That's a shock to me. Closer inspection reveals the darkness inside. Okay, that's the sleeping vessel. Wowies. You're a little overwhelmed today, Emma. You got your disability review paperwork finished, thank God. Good on you. That's huge. Now to wait to find out if they're going to yank the little stability you have out from under you. I hope not, Emma. We have to occasionally do like reviews, in-person interviews, paperwork and stuff for my brother's disability things as well. And it's always annoying. It's like, well, he was disabled before. He hasn't magically gotten better, you know? So I really do hope, Emma, that things go well and now you can rest. Also, I don't know if this will make you happy, but I know you're a jewelry fan, so I'm wearing some more fun earrings today. So, you notice how I dressed up for this game, right? You didn't see because you had a small software window right over my video feed. Yeah, I put on some fun earrings and stuff today. I feel also I'm a little more like, you know, a little more strange and perhaps antique. You can now swear within the first 7 seconds without getting demonetized. You still have to regulate it like a ballpark of cable TV. Okay, that's not a strict word. Okay, that reminds me, I watched, Twaffle, you'll be excited about this. I watched something from Crime Pays, Botany Doesn't. And he was like, look at this F-word and thing. This is a, you know, insert Latin name of something here. You know, he was like naming all this stuff, cussing all the while. He cussed so much as he's identifying some like, you know, eucalyptus or whatever. It was really enjoyable. So, most of those guys were trying to distance themselves from family-friendly stuff because of the rampant community of young people who are on YouTube. Okay, so maybe do you think like now he's trying to be a little more family unfriendly so that kids won't watch? Because let me tell you, kids will watch literally anything. Kids watch folks who cuss all the time. They surely do. Your review was supposed to be 18 months after your approval, but they're so backlogged it took actually 5 years for them to get to it. Okay, how do you think that might affect things, Emma? My bangs look awesome too. You wonder how it look with some product in it. Really? Like some like a gel or something like that? What kind of product would you use? Yeah, it's all tattoos and cussing and botany in the Chicago accent. It's so good. I love it. I'm going to watch more stuff by him because I was really enjoying it. We learned about the resonant compass. A resonant compass will point to... Wait, didn't I get a compass? Hold up. It'll point towards nearby resonant objects. Only objects that can be detected in this way. The resonant objects are highly prized both by thaumaturges and those who collect occult schmatzamahatsa. Wait, didn't I grab a compass? Hold up. URS. Let me look at this thing. Tell me about this resonant compass. Oh, okay. I think we're gonna have to put this thing together. And I think, like, it's made of parts. Resonant compass will point towards nearby resonant objects. Only objects that can be detected in this way. Oh, the only objects that can be detected in this way. They're highly prized by thaumaturges and those who collect occult things. God, I wish these two would fit together. That would be so cool. Put that away. Can I like whip these two together? Imagine if it fit together. That would be so cool, but it doesn't. Become a compass, damn it. I really want you to become a compass. Ah, you missed... Oh, also looks like the ad break starts soon, folks. I gotta let you know. You missed whatever I'd asked. You just got home from the pharmacy, so you were finally taking an Ativan to get your anxiety under control. You remember right from last time you were on them, you should be feeling spiffy within 20 minutes. Okay, that's great, Emma. I think I was saying, like, how do you think them being backlogged might affect your decision? But also... If you don't want to talk about this anymore, I'm cool with us moving to a different subject. If talking about it makes you feel more anxious, honestly. The side swept bangs I did the other week was slay very hard with this outfit as well. Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to style my hair differently, especially because like drawing my bangs, sometimes I don't get the shape I want. I was even thinking of growing them out slightly to just do curtain bangs. And then eventually I'll get sick of that and I'll be like, I want to have blunt bangs again or no bangs. While kids will watch anything, at least he can be like, look, I'm making content for people who grew up on older consoles and who have been with me for a while. That would seem to point to an older audience. That is true, honestly. The kids these days, to my knowledge, me not being a kid or having kids or interacting much with them, I don't know if they're super into retro stuff unless they, like, somebody in their life encourages them in that direction. You have a fear they're going to be rushing through things to catch up and not being very thorough. But you're using cognitive reframing to negate that pesky thought. Exactly. Because you can just as easily say, well, maybe they'll rush through things and approve you. Just be like, yep, we've seen her before. Click. Get her through. Altea O'Shea. Many years ago, I owned a silent breath, but it was already old when I inherited it, and its power soon died after. It's about time I replaced it. Okay. I have to... One moment, please, Miss Thing. Well, let me find out. Oops, that's not it. That's not it. A silent breath. Okay. Thanks for reminding me to drink some water, by the way, Jessica Game Hero. Is Ativan typically an everyday regardless of how you're feeling kind of thing? Or is it one of those, my anxiety is so bad I should take it today kind of thing? Right? Like my Prozac is an everyday kind of thing. Whereas my Buspar is a, this is a big moment kind of deal. It's as needed. It's becoming rare for any benzo to be prescribed as a frontline med. Okay, so it's as needed. I see. That's right. And you were just talking to your doctor and you got approved for this benzo, right? So, Silent Breath contains a small token taken from a living white stag. While the stag lives, the item will retain its power, allowing the bearer to sense danger before it arrives. Interesting. Small token. Bone. I wonder if this is like an antler. It says bone. So, this is clay. This has nothing to do with the creature. We have to have something that has like a piece of that little guy in it. Gemstone and bronze. A piece of a deer. This is all wood. It needs to have some kind of horn in it. Wait, it could be this. It has white hair in it. Yeah, maybe that's from the white stag. Cow. Amazing. Okay. It has white hair, a potential trophy from the white stag. On close inspection, my senses come alive. That's the silent breath. Most of the time, your anxiety is manageable without meds, but you find yourself increasingly wondering if you should talk to your therapist, maybe get a script for something you can take when you have another bad spike. Maybe also talk to your therapist about buspirone, which is not, I don't think it's a benzo. And it is non-addictive. Unlike benzo something or others. The buspirone is non-addictive. It works for my mom, who was having like panic attacks. And it works for me as well when my anxiety becomes unmanageable. So, but I'm not a doctor, so you should talk to your doctor about it. The cat should be the one commenting. The cat should be like, meow, meow. Translating to like, hell yeah, girl. You know, you did it. Elva stones can be used to relieve the discomfort caused by otherwise incurable ailments such as Braxis or burning blood. The planetary metal used in these items is associated with the Selenic discipline, connection that is also reflected in their design. Interesting. Planetary metal. Okay, but we gotta name this thing. This is the silent something or other. Silent breath. So that is silent breath. Okay, so as long as that stag lives, that's gonna work. So we just learned about something else. Yep. Elva stone. We used to relieve the discomfort caused by otherwise incurable ailments. The planetary metal. is associated with the Selenic discipline, also reflected in their design. So let's look in the Selenics of the moon. So this little symbol. Moon stuff. And like meteor. Planetary metal. You're gonna talk to them, you're just asking so you can get an idea of what specific names you expect to hear, right? Yeah. What's this necklace made of? You're living for it? Question. I don't know if this is brass or some kind of fake gold. Let's see. I'm sure this is some kind of fake gold, Emma. Because looking at it, when I kind of pinch the coils back, I can kind of see a bit of green in the like band between each coil. And it's kind of a coiled necklace, so it has a little bit of stretch to it. A little bit of spring so that it can fit a different variety of neck sizes. So I'm guessing this is some kind of either fake gold thing or something of that matter. I had to be very careful when I was cleaning it. I just used Dawn dish soap because I wasn't sure if it was like gold plated or something like that. Yeah. It's a great question, Emma. I do not know. I could ask my mom. But I think it's costume jewelry. Oh yeah, I haven't had any skin irritations, thank God, yeah. But also I think most of Mom's stuff is like real metal. So I don't think she has a lot of stuff that's like the cheap stuff. I mean, like, they're cheap, but they're not like the stuff that's made of like the kind of metals that make your skin irritated, you know? Like not real brass, this brass is harder and wouldn't have that much give. If it's something gold plated, then there's probably copper, right? That might give that little bit of green underneath, right? I could definitely see that, Emma. Rufus Shelley. Oh, I love that these folks, they have like a bunch of English, this is so for me. But we've had Shelley, we've had Wordsworth. Oh God, I just took out my map while this man is talking to me. Oh my God, I'm sorry, sir. Okay. I've always wanted to try a Daedalus link. I have a personal interest in the celestial branch, so I'm not completely new to such things, nor am I ignorant of the risks. And now I have a good reason for it. I need to take care of some roof repairs, and this would be the safest way to approach it. I think a ladder would be the safest way. But Shelley, I saw a place called Wordsworth something or other. Headley, I think, is also a poet too. Wordsworth Library. There's some really cute references to English poets and writers in here. Okay, I think this is our Daedalus link. And I'm so right about it. Copper's going to take a greenish tint when it develops a patina, which I love. I do love the greenish tint. The Boyd motif is connected to flight. Using my weighing scale, I can confirm that it is very lightweight. And we learned the Cussick Purifier. Maybe we should give that to Peanut Butter Gamer, huh? A small topaz gemstone known as the Eye is placed in a strong-smelling liquid, usually some potent barley spirit or vinegar. Small tokens, such as rings or amulets, perhaps, submerged in this liquid and left for a full cycle of the moon are cleansed of such of simple imbued curses or hexes. Of course, there's a limit to the effectiveness of this process. Interesting. Topaz gemstone is placed in a small-smelling liquid like vinegar. Fascinating. Rings and amulets submerged in the liquid and left for a full cycle of the moon are cleansed of curses or hexes. Okay, so if somebody brings us a cursed material, I have vinegar, and I think I have some topaz. I think this would be our topaz here. So if we put this amulet in with the into some sort of mixing container with the vinegar, we should be able to clear something of a curse. Antique metals are so gorgeous. I know that that's one of your favorite finishes. So You like most metals when antiqued than you do fresh, aesthetic wise. I was cleaning all my mom's pairs of earrings. It's so cute. It's like some hoops. And I think they had an antiqued finish. And I was using my mom said they were pewter. So I was using the pewter cleaner for it. And it removed this finish in a very uneven way. And I was so upset. I have to find a way to re-antique them. Hey, it's Mr. Bishop. The Ravens are back, I see. Looks like it's going to be worse this time. After speaking to Verona, I've come to extend an open invitation to visit Gleeston Castle. Cool. My family has lived there for generations, and I know there are artifacts that would be of use to you, gathering dust in hidden corners. Cool, let's go. Oh, I guess you stay out of the South Tower in the master bedroom. And run anything you find by me, of course. Okay, let's go to the Gleeston Castle. Okay. So I keep fiddling with my bracelet and unsnapping it. Ooh. Yeah, don't go to the master bedroom. Mars in winter, rising in summer. Girl, what is this? Huh? Here's something to get you started. Walk past the main staircase and turn to the left. Follow the corridor down to the end and go through the door on the left. There's a small plinth in the corner of the room with an item in it that you're welcome to. I never did like it anyway. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, he said stay out of the master bedroom. I have to go look at my thing and see exactly what he said because I don't want to screw him up. Stay out of the South Tower in the master bedroom. Okay. Where'd the thing go? Okay. Stay out of the South Tower and the master bedroom. Okay, so this is the Hardwick Tower. We should not be in there. Or the master bedroom. Thanks for reminding me to drink some water too. Just a game hero. I appreciate that. Oh my god, can you believe it's already 8:23 here? Oh. Cannot believe it. I only have like 30 minutes left of the game tonight. Speaking of metals, did you know that the new wrought iron has been made since the early 70s? Steel surpassed it in cheapness of production then. So any new or restored wrought iron is made from scrap wrought iron from other pieces. How about that? Who would have thought? I did not know that. That's fun. Is wrought iron different from cast iron? That's fascinating too because we have wrought iron railing, right? And there was a small patch of it, literally a few inches, that I wanted repaired. And the folks, now I'm kind of understanding that the folks who I called up, these like ornamental iron repair works folks, were saying they'd have to take down the entire wrought iron railing and replace it. And so I was thinking they probably, now that you mention it, I bet they wanted to take the original wrought iron and maybe replace it with something else that looked kind of like it, but maybe was made of steel, and then use that wrought iron from our house for other projects or something to recycle it, repurpose it. Because why would you remove the entire wrought iron railing? Like feet upon feet of wrought iron railing because I have a gap this big in it. And it was like a little surface. It was like a weakness in the iron. And so instead we filled it with some metal filler and painted over it. And it's perfectly fine. Remove the whole damn thing, the whole railing around the whole house. They're like, we won't even come out and price it for you. And I was like, okay, fine. I'm going to get, then Snake, you were like, just get some metal filler stuff. I put that in there the next day. The paint guys painted over it. Boom. Easy. Way better than getting rid of the entire wrought iron railing. So, walk past the main staircase. Say that's probably the grand hallway. And turn left. Follow that corridor down to the end. Right? The door on the left. Probably this one. Small plinth in the corner of that room with an item that you are welcome to. The plinth is not hard to spot in the corner of the room next to a small writing desk. A glass jar houses the object mentioned in Edmund's note. As I gather the item and turn to leave, my eye is drawn to a green book on the desk. The author's name is of particular interest. I pick it up and find Edmund on my way out, who encourages me to take it with me. I try to insist on paying for it at least, but he won't entertain the idea. I got a book by our thaumaturge here, Eli White, and also an interesting plinth. Can I visit more of this man's room? Hell yeah, I'm gonna keep rummaging around. Gemstones and their thaumic properties. Let's go. Raw iron has less carbon than cast iron. Wrought is basically pure iron, and wrought is shaped, cast is poured into casts. Okay, so raw iron contains less than something 70% of carbon, whereas cast iron is 2 to 4%. Interesting, because like we also have those little cast iron skillets downstairs, and a cast iron griddle, and they're all rusty. I was thinking one of the fun, girl, I sound so nuts when I'm talking about things I like to do for fun, but one of the fun projects I might do in the fall or winter is take my mom's old cast iron outside, clean it, and season it. It's all rusty. And that's what I like to do for fun. Let's see about gemstones. There's amber, which is diurnic. Yellow or orange, sometimes containing impurities. A sunstone, fire and light, heat and life. Amethyst is wixic. It's purple. It's a stone of containment. Aquamarine is dradic. Is pale blue or turquoise. It's a stone of water. Bloodstone is wixic. It's dark green or black. Flecks of red. Dark stone for dark purposes. Iolite is diurnic. A dark bluish purple. Calming stone of peace and safety. Jade is dradic. It's green. It is a stone of earth and nature. Kyanite is mentic. It's blue, an anchor between body and mind. Malachite is mentic as well. Dark green striated. I have a malachite necklace, which I will be wearing next week. You better believe. A fourth eye, a stone of sight. Moonstone is selenic. Pearly opalescent, usually pink or off-white. Stone of protection and enveloping night. Obsidian is a stone of fire and fury. Interesting. Maybe that's I bet that stone is obsidian, the one that's being held by the claw. Shannon question, why do people use cast iron pans? Is it for the love of the game, or does it actually cook better? It's like, I think one could say naturally non-stick. It's a lot more work than it's worth to keep things from going to heck. A lot of folks enjoy the weight of it, and as long as you keep it seasoned, it is naturally non-stick. In a cast iron skillet. Probably also for the sake of tradition. I don't use them myself, but a nice thing about them is it can go from the stovetop to the oven. And you don't have to worry about funky chemicals coming off it or like the handle melting or whatever. You can also put it on the campfire and it's fine too. So it's a multi-purpose kind of thing. I think that's primarily why folks like it. You don't find yours hard to take care of, and they make the best potatoes. Yeah. I think maybe its heat distribution might be different than other pans that are different, like metals or alloys or ceramic or whatnot, you know? Another advantage of cast iron is its thickness retains heat so it cooks evenly. So thin pans heat up and cool down as a burner turns on and off. There you go. Yeah. So there is that. Good point, Dorian Sapiens. Onyx is a noctic thing. It's black and striated, a stone of night and darkness. There are some who fear it, and some who are seduced by it. Topaz is wixic. It's pale yellow, and is a stone of strength. And then there's vivinite, which is a dark blue-green. Stone of death and decay. It grows on iron coffins and waterlogged corpses. That sounds not like a real stone, but it sounds fun nonetheless. And then we have this thing that this guy gave us. There's an ethereal quality to it. There's a little bit of movement in that circle. No smells or sounds? No smells or sounds. It's cold and smooth. It's silver and stone. Fascinating. Put it over here. Maybe I should start organizing stuff into like stone things. Got my stone business up in here. I think this is stone, right? Iron. Oh yeah, iron. Urn. Urn. This has stone too. We'll say it's stone. And I bet this fella's stone as well. Whoa, that might be bloodstone. Interesting. Okay. We're learning today. Yeah, stone boys. Just like gemstones and things. Okay. A good copper pan should transmit heat very evenly. Is that so? It seems like if you breathe on them wrong, they can grow like a rust cocoon. See, I don't know about that because I don't use them much myself. But like if you use detergent on it, it's a good way to kind of mess it up. There's porous red clay pots that you can season like cast iron as well. You plop them into a campfire and cook your stew with them. That sounds awesome. Have you ever used something like that, Emma? Yeah, my mom likes a copper bottom pan. There's Farberware, I think, or Revereware. Must be Revereware. All right, let's keep poking around this dude's house until it's time to go to bed. God, I have a headache. Lastly, there's kryptonite, right? Yeah. So I want to keep doinking around this dude's house. The smells and sounds of cooking greet me as I enter the castle's kitchen. Simmering stews and clinking pots. Hard stairs make my presence conspicuous, so I leave them to it. Yeah, but that's not going to deter me. With the courtyard. Neat headrests and warm pillars frame the space. Gravel crunches underfoot, and the only sound in the otherwise quiet courtyard. No reason to linger. Okay. Did he say to stay away from the vaults? I'm gonna go to the vaults. I want to check out this dude's entire house. He said if we find anything there, we can take it. So, hold on one sec. Okay. Right. Like a little tickle at the back of my throat. You have a friend at the studio who makes them, so you plan to buy one at some point. That sounds fun. A grand staircase spirals upward on both sides, flanked by portraits of noble faces with hollow eyes that seem to follow my every step. How scary. I must have taken a wrong turn. This isn't where it was meant to come. Oh, bad vibes. Okay, interesting. We gotta be a little more careful then. How about this one? I should not have come here. Bad vibes. Okay. I need to not doink around as much then. I was like, there's no harm in doinking around. And then I doink around and that's what they say, right? Doink around and find out. So. Mars in winter, rising in summer. See about this. Oh, we need to. Mars in winter, rising in summer. Okay. Time to learn about the planets. Oh, damn it. Okay. Okay, Mars. Wait, did it say rising in summer? Okay. Let's see about summer. Okay, it would be like the circle with the arrow symbol. Summer is the sun also. Interesting. Mars in winter, rising in summer. Well, the courtyard has the Mars symbol. Why are there all these symbols here? That is wild. I will check this. Oh, right. Okay, there's no reason to linger. Alrighty. There's nothing there yet. Oh, and an icebreaker card as a game hero. Okay, let's pull a Sparks card. Since we're playing this game with all these fun little witchy things in it. What fictional character do you relate to the most? Is there a fictional character that you're like, that's so me? I'm trying to think of one for myself. Character that's so me. If you all think that there's one that I could relate to, you let me know. my gosh, I'm so sorry about all these yawns. So, is there a fictional character you relate to Just a Game Hero? And anybody else in chat, of course. We'll wrap up the day here. You can see a lot of Mia Wilclamot, especially all the trauma she's been going through. At the end of a long passageway, after days spent clearing away dangerous rockfalls, the duo came upon a chamber. In it, they found a small stone tomb, too small to contain human remains. So what do we have here? Oh, it's a little house shape. Okay. That might be tough. Oh, okay. We can hold this card up to the map. Cool. I always love these. This will be fun. Okay, let's put this map away and we'll get this map on the table. Now, is it going to be a building or... I feel like it'll be a building this size. Now, do they want me to also use the shift to accompany it? I feel like the orientation is going to be spot on for this one. I feel like it's going to be like the one upright one of these. God, I'm going to take my hair out of my ponytail too. I'm going to be going to sleep tonight with wet hair. I mean, there is a house on Ransom Street it could be. But it's not oriented the correct way. Ugh, what was I thinking? That house on Ransom Street looks nothing like it. We'll just drag this around and see what we can see. Shall find it. I know we shall. Have you done Persona 4? I did. A fictional character you're shocked with how much you relate to is Futaba from Persona 5. I do love Futaba. I think she's a great character. Shalyn Devar from the Stormlight Archives is yours for sure. You figured out something major about her character several books before it was revealed because you related so much to her experiences. Oh my god, I love that for you, Emma. That is really cool. You in person, more to yourself, who would you be more like? Yeah, that's a hard question, Just Game Hero. I don't know. Yeah, like what character in like maybe in a video game? You can do a video game too if you don't want to do a book. I'm looking for a house shaped quite like this. And I feel like they do it upright, but maybe I'm wrong. I have to look at every house in England now. Jesus Christ. Let's start on one corner of the map and then move on. I do love it when it hits you with a little, I should not have come here. It's so menacing, but so true. You ever get that vibe when you go to a place, you're like, I shouldn't have come here. I hope that will not happen to me soon, because I'm trying to like go to different places in my neighborhood. See new sights, new things. Trying to expand my horizons. And check out local stuff, but I don't know if that local stuff will be cool or a total bummer. You know, anime characters more. Are there any anime characters that you feel like kind of a kinship with? You feel like you relate to the most? It's kind of pointy. I wouldn't say that it's like... It's a particular shape, isn't it? This is like the shape of an American state, you know? I feel like we got states this shape. This is kind of like it, but like kind of smallish. It's also not facing the right way, but it's this one on Guild Street. And I really do feel like they're not going to mess with the orientation. I feel like this is something you could slot the map over. Or the card over, I should say. Like, I don't think they're going to try to get one over on me. On Guild Street. Like this one right here. No, it's just too skinny still. Still not finding the right guy. I know we will, though. So wild. Man, this is going to be an important place. There's some things where it seems like the picture is missing. Very interesting. Like up here in the barrows, there should be something there, but it's like the file is not found or something, you know? Do you all see any buildings that match the shape? Like exactly? I wonder, maybe they are going to rotate it. Is the square a little... Oh, wait! Oh, sorry. I thought it said that word on it. I was like, oh! A hint! But no. Y'all see any shapes that look like this? It'd be so funny if my camera's covering it and so you would never be able to tell me. I mean, I see a lot of squares have a little flange hanging off it, you know? But none that I feel like perfectly match this. You know? Ah, Cloud Strife. A good one to pick. A fun one to pick, honestly. I wish I could rotate this card. That's not like it. You seem like it's a block, right? Yeah. Or whatever that it highlights. Do you think I could like... Part of me is thinking I could place it over it and it would be like, that's the one. You got it. You know? Like it would make sense to put it in there. Or maybe it's like between some places. Maybe itself is like... If I lined it up with some square guys... I'd be able to, like, find an important location. Maybe it's the hollow that's important and not the shape of the building. So it's either, like, it's that building shape or it's the hollow that lines up in between it. Which are two difficult things to look for. Not impossible, though. Due to the angularity of all these freaking streets. Love the gentle music in this game. You act tough, but you do care. I see. Just like Cloud Strife. That's a fun one. That's a good one to pick, just a game hero. I like that a lot. Yeah, Klaus Drive really does care a lot about the folks he's working with. He tries to pretend like he doesn't, but... This might be the rest of the show, y'all. As I try to look in negative spaces. I don't know why I think this is going to help me. I think I just look weird. Okay. That did not help, in fact. This building is like the opposite of what I want. It's gotta have a real skinny little flange. Got ideas and things you're stuck on for, but you miss. You've been lurking and missed if I was open to suggestions. Sure, why not? If you see something that kind of strikes you as what it might be, I would love a suggestion, Alex. Typically, I haven't had any suggestions. But, like, so far, I haven't had any suggestions yet. But, I'm open right now. I'm sleepy. You wouldn't wear a dress, though. You never know. I might find a nice occasion to wear one. I wonder if there's like a place that it would be so wild if this matches up on like the water or something. This section on the right side of Stonewall Road. Okay, on the right side of Stonewall Road. Keeps calling to you for the shape cutout. You're starting to suspect there may be more to this puzzle we're missing, yeah. So like this. Right here. Interesting. I mean, it is a nice little square block, isn't it? It almost fits the shape of it, doesn't it? It is such a nice little straight line, isn't it? It almost looks right. But there's that extra little something. It feels like I should maybe fill it out a little more. But it's going to be hard to find something that's that vertical, you know? And also, it seems like I can't drag it lower. I doubt it would be something like 30. Because 30 is a little, like anything lower than Hollowell, I can't quite hover the card over it. If there's other things there. Yeah, there's like that little flange. There's like a little bit of flange here, a little bit of flangular action. But then it gets a little skinny, you know? It's not perfect, right? There's gotta be an answer. We're looking for flangula. And it's so funny because this seems like it would be the most simple puzzle to do, right? This is like, just line up the square peg with a square hole. But this kind of stuff, especially if there's more to it, like you're saying, Alex. I also wonder, like, is it... Would it line up if we are highlighting it, or will it line up only under the card? I feel like they just want you to drag the card over it. Also, one moment, hold on. What if it's at this castle's place? Then that'd be Cuckoo Maluku. I would be very upset with myself for not thinking of that earlier. Something with a bit of a flange to it. God damn it. It's this room. See right there? Yeah. Okay. A portrait of some dead lord's eyes. Oh, some dead lord eyes me suspiciously as I enter the room and start absentmindedly opening drawers. The room is cold and austere, and I'm about to leave when I spot a crate under a chest of drawers. This could be something. Okay, this could definitely be something. You kidding me? We got bronze, a pinkish gemstone, and a stone lady. Cold, warm, cold, and smooth. No smells or sounds. No vibes. This is a cool ass stone statue. We're putting it with our cool stone things over here. Instantly cussing. Can you believe that, Swaffo? I was like, it's gotta be a house over here. And it's like, oh, it's the map they literally just gave us. Of course. Hey, Mr. Postman. Thanks for reminding me to drink some water. Not sure about this fog today. It's an eerie atmosphere out there, especially those damn ravens back again. It's usually fierce black dogs I have to worry about, not big black birds. Better off inside, I reckon. Thanks, Mr. Postman. You got a mail for me? The triangle has intrigued me ever since I first heard about it as a young boy. What causes the pine trees to grow like that? Did someone plant them? I know you'll at least have heard of it, but did you know this? I calculated the exact center point and there's a small clearing there. It can't be a coincidence. What's more, there's a certain energy about it, not entirely welcoming either. I was wondering if you might take a look at it yourself. From Thomas Pope and Hamish. Do you think for real antiquity people and spooky item collectors sniff their stuff? Oh yeah, definitely. I would be licking these things too, especially in front of the clientele. I'd be like, this appears to be salt, you know? You gotta give them a sense of like, this person knows what they're talking about. Okay, a circle of trees. It could be heathwood, but I don't know. That seems a little too... Someone plant them? There's a small clearing. There's no clearing here. There's a certain energy that's not welcoming. I don't think it's those pine trees, but maybe it is. It's the only kind of triangular pine trees I can see. It's made of stone. It tastes like stone. It's a rock from the parking lot. Yeah. Actually, this rock is from Home Depot, from a big bag that they poured out on the parking lot. So that's where you're wrong. And I'll take my $50, please. Sure enough, as I approach the center of the curious triangular copse at the heart of Heathwood, I come across a clearing. A tree that has been split in two stands at the center. Sunlight breaks through and I take a deep breath of cleansing pine and earth. Almost immediately, I'm struck by a sense of ominous power, and my intuition tells me there's something unusual here at the heart of the wood. I examine the broken tree, and I notice some strange markings carved into the trunk. My heart beating faster, I see something else embedded in the wood. 3 pendants arranged in a triangle shape. I don't know if you should be taking stuff like this. You're picturing some superhero or JoJo's Bizarre Adventure character whose power is to lick a stone and tell you where it came from. That's so JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, 100%. Look at this cool little guy. Bronze and turquoise. It's hard and cool, and this is polished. Can't smell nothing, can't feel nothing. It looks cool, though. Guarantee you someone's be like, I need a hand. And I'm like, oh, Christ. Let me pull out the hand drawer. Jesus Christ. What kind of hand do you want? You want a shriveled out hand? You want a bloody hands? You want a silver hands? You want a turquoise hands? You gotta be more specific. You're wasting my damn time. You want a hand grip in one of these things? What do you want? Read the deli menu and then get back in here. I'm gonna cuss you out. Okay. Love those videos of the people at the deli where they're like, read the freaking menu. What do you think we got? Ham on rye? Of course we do. It's on the menu. This is a tin hand. There's raised detailing on it. No smells or sounds. No vibes. Okay, and then we have this thing. No vibes. No smells. Raised detailing in a smooth stone. A green gemstone and some bronze. Okay, cool. This goes in my circles. This is my circle of circles. I'm I guess building fun little collections here. Come on down to the old stone hands. Pre-sniff, pre-lick stone hands. Right. Ooh, Silverhand. Isn't there a Johnny Silverhand in that Cyberpunk game? Yeah, you gotta hand it to us. This antiquity source is everything, right? It's been many years since I performed the rite of red knives, but I can still remember every step. That sounds weird. I do it one more time before I die if I could get my hands on an Orford Spire. I tried to place in Arnside and they sent me here. Yeah, Orford Spire. I know exactly. Ah, shoot. He wants to boil stuff in goat's blood. Damn it. Shoot. Vitality and clarity of thought. Okay. Oh, man. Okay. Okay, submergent goat's blood. Vitality and clarity of thought. Blood, vitality, spire. This thing's got blood on it. And the vibes. It has an energy about it. Could be this thing that... Not that, not that, not that, not that. God, Jesus. Also, didn't I ID this? This was the thing that one lady wanted, and I don't remember what it was. This was the dream catcher, isn't it? This is that damn sleep thing. Shoot, hold up. That's a sleep vessel right here. This is our sleep vessel. I didn't label this. I can't believe it. I'm slacking. Okay. Now, before I give this guy the wrong thing, we need something that is bloody. I really think that's gonna be it. I'm so good. The eye pendant looking around is a nice touch. Isn't that fun? Okay, 2 points of the item are visible in the sketch. Those 2 points. Dry blood suggests that this item has been submerged in blood. Okay, I thought this was the sleep totem before. An Amphibian Talon. The League of the Amphibian Heart uses these items as a part of its grim initiation rite. They guard their secret closely, but it's said they worship the ancient nameless gods, communing with them via the broken path. Acolytes must press the tip of a talon hard against their cheekbone, to the point of drawing blood. They perform this act nightly for 49 days, 7 sevens, after which a scar will forever mark them. That's wild. What's this called now? Next page, I guess. What was that thing? Let me open a different book and maybe it'll update this book. What was that thing called? Amphibian Talon? Oh, okay. So it's got like fingernails or something on it and it presses into your skin. They press the tip of it against their cheekbone to the point of drawing blood. They do this nightly. So it's a 2-pointed thing. The tip of it has 2 points. They do this nightly for 7 sevens. Well, and this is that goat thing. Crap. Now I gotta label that thing. That's at Orford Spire. Okay. That's it. Orford Spire. There's even 2 points of it in the submerged picture. Isn't that cool? Yeah, very smart for the Orford Spire. But I don't think this is the same thing as the talon thing that we're looking for, which you gotta stab yourself with multiple times. Let me see if there's anything like that. I'm also gonna take... Oh, it's 9 o'clock! So I gotta save and wrap it up. Something else like this. We may not have it yet, and it could also be behind these gates, but I have to wrap it up here. because it's 9 o'clock, y'all, which means it's time for me to say goodnight to you all and to say that there will be more of this next Friday because I'm enjoying it immensely. I love it so much. Oh my God, it is. I swear next time I'm going to have like a cup of hot ginger tea and we're just going to sit down and just like get cozy. I'm going to put a blanket on me. We're going to sit around and be incredibly cozy and like read crow cards and stuff. Talk about crows. Any issues, hate crime, I'm so sorry. This is a crime against humanity, I know, but it's so fun. There's like little details to look at. This feels like kind of like a good charcuterie board where you're like, oh, what's this? Let me just, oh yeah, okay, cool. I haven't one of these. Like, oh, what kind of nut is this? You know, or like a bowl of Chex Mix or something where you're like, oh, well, I want the rye chip. I don't know. You know, just like fun little different things. And they got the fun music going on in the background and they have a cool plot line running through. It's really great. I love the pacing of like learning stuff in this game too. It's just kind of like what you do at work, except it's all unlabeled old electrical parts. You know, I just saw a video come up, Lurky, about recycling old tech waste. Do you have to do stuff like that? It's something I think about because, you know, I don't know if I should like throw out an old cable, especially the stuff I find downstairs that my dad used to work with. I want to find ways to recycle these pieces, and I just saw a video on it on YouTube. Hopefully I added that to my watch later list, which is now like 1,000 things long, but still. Anywho, I had such a fun time. This is where I say goodbye to YouTube, so goodbye, YouTube.